Okay, it's preparing. Got it. All right. Hello, everybody. This is Brian Real, also known as Sir Real, coming to you with an exciting new episode of Embers of the Imperium Homebrew. This is session 14, and I will be I'll be the game master essentially today, running through everyone through the game. We are going to be missing a character. Pasha is not available, so in game, he has the stomach flu, and he's lying in his bed in the barracks, the Kaliri's barracks headquarters. You guys want to introduce yourselves here real quick?
I can go first.
Okay.
Hello, I am Tika. I play Pockets, who is a Letnev Mentakian. Is that a word? Mentakian?
Yeah, sure, it is now.
Letnev Mentakian individual. She pilots things, she shoots things, and that's it. That's all she does.
All right.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing as Bruce, the Imperium doctor, mechanic, and overall wise guy, I guess.
And babysitter,
And babysitter, yeah. Can't forget the most important role. I try to make everybody not shoot each other.
We all count on Bruce. My name is Roman. I play Lizardo. I am an anthropomorphic potato, and Lizardo is a possessed Letnev occupied by a living fungus, or like a sentient fungus.
Excellent. And as of last week, you have a new pet, and I see you have a pet with you now, but also in game, you have a little Volrathian companion.
Right?
Forgot about that guy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we kept him?
Yeah, you brought.
You did, yes.
Oh boy.
Have you not been feeding him?
Oh
Oh no, Lizardo.
I figured it was like
He's looking a little weak.
He's gonna be a hungry
as
little.
far as I know, he's just like a different sentient species, right?
No, that's true. You might not think of him as a pet. You might think of him as a friend.
Yeah.
But you were supposed to kill him in the ring, and then you brought him down instead.
No, I liberated it. It's
liberated him.
It's just following me around because yeah.
You did. Okay, so I guess before I get too far here, so you guys remember what happened last time?
We did some stuff.
Almost too vividly.
I was listening to the episode to refresh my memory, and
Okay.
I got up to just about to the point where I disintegrated some creatures with my fists.
So yeah, so you guys went to a meat ship with Tony, and Lizardo decided to jump into the pits and do some fighting, which he actually won like so handily. I was a little disappointed because your opponents kept missing and you just murdered them. But the last one, instead of killing him, you took him back with you, and then you guys found out somebody had snuck into your room and bugged it, and Pockets went crawling through the vents to try to figure out where they'd gone, got stuck in the pipes over Ilonis's office, where she's been lowered down in her underwear covered in coconut oil. And anyways, Lizardo's little friend, he'd sent him in to try to rescue Pockets, but...
So Pockets is also covered in scratches.
Yeah. Got the cat scratches up and down the leg, covered in coconut oil, in her skivvies, in an air duct in the roof, where she had to be cut out and lowered onto the desk. All right, so now we have a bit of a gap. We have a few days, if you guys, before the funeral, which is my next big plan. But if you guys have anything you want to do in that meantime, we can do that as well.
I would like to go shopping.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go find a good hardware store to pick up some parts for a project that I want to start working on in my spare time.
All right, and what kind of quality hardware store are you looking at?
Not the highest of quality hardware store, but I want to get some decent parts, but I don't want to spend all of my very limited funding.
Okay. Are you guys going? Is anybody going with them?
I mean,
I'll go for the trip.
Ride. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, I hear that they have mini donuts at that one, so yeah, I'm totally in.
Yeah.
Yes, the best of donuts.
All right. So you'll be heading down to probably the Augustin district, which is where it's like the shop, like not the high-end shopping area, kind of the medium/lower end shopping area. So again, This is down where Clear as Mud is, and where the diner is, where you guys interviewed that one diner owner, where Oogway had been seen. All right, so you go down there, and it's arrays of these are the types of hardware stores where you have, the barred windows out front. You'll get to one where it's kind of known as like kind of used and refurbished goods. So if you go inside, there's going to be, you're gonna have your washing machine, fridge section, but it's really clear a lot of the stuff has been used and rebuffed and stuff like that. So
okay,
it's run by what's looking like a middle-aged, pudgy sort of looking Winaran woman. It's kind of running the desk, and you might have a couple like younger fellows kind of working the floors. Pretty large.
So Bruce has been working on this plan for a while. He's been making some sketches and that, so he knows kind of the parts that he needs, and I just want to go kind of scavenge on my own and find some pieces that I'm looking for.
Okay.
For the rest of the party to fill them in, I'm going to be making a drone for myself, but I need to. So Brian, help me out a little bit here. I need to pick up. I want to make myself a medium range drone.
Okay.
Which, but I'm gonna need. So each drone has 2 hard points. I just want to go kind of scavenge on my own. Oh, now I'm getting feedback. Find some pieces that I'm looking for.
Did you mute the YouTubes?
Sorry to fill them in. I'm gonna be making a drone for myself. Somebody's watching our YouTube channel right now. Brian, help me out a little
I think it's coming from Brian's.
Is it?
I want to make myself a medium range.
Well, this is my fault. Give me a second. Actually, this happened before, didn't it?
But I'm gonna need.
I think so.
Each drone has 2 hard.
Be patient while I grab my headphones.
On my own. Ooh, now I'm getting feedback.
All good.
We've doubled back on ourselves now.
Now we know what the delay is. Somebody's watching our YouTube channel right now.
I think it's coming from Brian's.
This is too surreal.
Give me a second. Oh, actually,
I think so.
You should be able to just find the playback and just mute it.
All good.
We've doubled back on ourselves now.
No, I had this happen before, and I can't remember how I stopped it.
Somebody's watching our YouTube channel right now.
It's gonna go in an infinite loop.
No. How
So when
do I
you-
stop this?
You cut in the technical difficulties.
All good.
The what?
The technical difficulties screen.
No, I had this happen before, and I can't remember how I stopped it. Somebody's watching on YouTube right now. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, hold on. Did that fix the problem?
Yeah.
I
I think so.
Oh,
Okay.
Unless we
Cool.
just stop talking.
Okay, I don't need my headphones after all.
I was loving how it was layering up and getting more in depth with each
Yeah, I started
cycle.
getting confused actually.
We were gonna start doing a review video of our own review video of a review video.
You're gonna sorry everybody for the time loop. Got stuck in a time loop.
There was
there's my microphone.
an issue with the time-space continuum.
Yeah, time-space continuum crashed on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
It
what the
went
worst
back
thing
to
about
the
a time
past.
loop is?
All right. Anyhow, I think what it is, I think it automatically launches on my other internet browser when I start streaming or something.
It could be. Yeah.
Okay. Anyhow, you're in a store, lots of hardware. What are you looking for in particular?
I'm looking for some parts for a medium range drone.
Okay.
I've kind of come up with a plan, some schematics for it.
Okay.
I think for the first one, I'm just gonna put a light laser on it.
Yeah.
And well, I was thinking about doing a small shield generator, but I probably won't have the money for that.
Okay. So you're looking at, and you're going for kind of secondhand, like not the really nice parts. But
Well, I'd like to get the nicest that I can afford, but I'm on a budget, so
yeah. Okay. Because what you're looking at now, new would be 800, right?
yeah. But I want to give it the small shield generator as well, which would give. So if I'm understanding correctly, the way that would work is it would have a gun on it, which I can use as an action to shoot.
Yeah.
And it would also have a small shield generator. So as long as it stays close to me, then it would give me an extra defense and 1 soak versus energy weapons.
Yes, but it would also be an action to program its target. So, for example, if you wanted it to follow you around, or if you wanted to follow it like Lizardo around.
But I thought I needed to have a command unit in order to do that.
Oh, you do? Yes. Sorry. Yeah. So,
I can't. I wouldn't actually be able to give it a target.
It
would
stuck
just
on
be,
you, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be like stuck on me, or I can kind of send it somewhere. But every turn I'd have to move it. I would use my maneuver to move it, kind of thing. It would be either me moving or it moving, right?
Yeah, perfect. So if you wanted to attach that, you'd be looking at a total of 1,400 for the parts.
Yeah,
and that's new. So
12,
like good parts.
Yeah. So if I can, I'd like to be a little cheaper than that if I can. So I'm looking for a mix of new and used.
Okay.
If I can do that. So if I can get like new parts for the drone and maybe used parts for some of the accessories, is that a possibility?
Yes. This is where, so again, I think I'll just go default half price if you're going kind of for used parts. So that would bring you down to 6 plus 4, so 1,000.
Okay.
What you're looking for?
Yeah, I can make that work.
Okay, sounds good. So you're getting legitimate actual drone parts. Like they probably have drone like circuitry and heart motherboards and all that sort of stuff that you can get. But in terms of the shell and the gun and everything like that, you're kind of just going to have to machine them on. So these aren't built for drones specifically. Okay, so that means for a mechanics check, so you can buy the parts easy enough. I don't think we need to role play through all that.
Okay.
But for the manufacturing check, I just got to double check my difficulties here.
And this is where I completely fail miserably, and
and
it's not worth it.
I wonder if can we help you a little bit, like trying to think if it's
how much do you know about drone manufacturing?
Well, not a lot, but I'm really good with duct tape.
Oh, that could be helpful.
And what else can I do? I'm sure I can weld or something.
Yeah.
Maybe you can hum a nice melody.
A jaunty tune while we do the work.
Jaunty tune.
Brian,
jaunty tune, jaunty tune,
5
tune,
experience
and
per level for a career skill. Is that right?
Yes.
So if I wanted to upgrade my 4th dice into a yellow dice, that would be 20 experience.
20, yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to pitch that maybe Lizardo could help by, maybe the way that plants the way that fungus little spores can interweave their network of stuff underneath the soil. Maybe you can use that to make your electronic wiring more efficient or something.
Okay, now let's see. We'll make Lizardo do some sort of a technical role on this.
Okay.
Yeah, or I was willing to pitch in a story point for that.
Oh yeah, no, that works. I'll take story points. All right. So yeah, so Lizardo in particular he understands the nuances of micro communications, let's call them, like the interaction of spores. Quite complex how they integrate with each other. So he's got some great ideas on how to make your circuitry a little bit more efficient.
Yeah, and we've worked together before to make a child, so we're a good partnership, right?
Perfect. So we'll give you a blue die for that. We'll give you a blue die for pockets, being basically kind of a wrench monkey. So
okay,
with some of the basics, soldering, probably more than welding, maybe a little bit of welding.
So I'm getting 2 blue dice from my allies. I get 1 blue dice from my inventor, because it's one of the skills that I have is whenever I try to make something, I get to add a blue dice. And then I've got 4 yellow dice for my mechanics roll.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the difficulty that I'm rolling on to attach these parts?
Is, making a complex electronic item at home is not the easiest thing. It is 5.
Okay, so that's 5 purple dice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just roll this thing? We'll see what happens?
Just roll it, see what happens.
Ooh, I got 3 advantages and 2 failures.
Oh my goodness.
So I think I'm going to do my natural talent at this point, and I can reroll one skill check that uses either mechanics or medical.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna reroll this.
Yeah, just relax, Bruce. Let me rub the knots out of your shoulders. You know.
Oh no, I still got one advantage and one failure. Yeah, that 5 is too tough.
That's all right. So yeah, so you're it's kind of guesswork in terms of what you need to buy, and the parts. You're trying to build something that you don't have a blueprint for, and when you fire it up, you can get the parts working, but you can tell it's just not going to hold up. Maybe it's more of it might work. It's just more of a toy than it is an actual useful drone at this point.
Would we say that like the drone would work, but the parts just didn't
Yeah,
attach
so it'll
correctly?
fly. It'll fly.
Okay.
It's just you can't get it to fire and shield the way you would like.
Ugh.
But so you might just have to swap out a couple parts to get it going.
Okay. All right, because I thought the installing parts was easier. Didn't we buy the drone with
Well,
all
hold
new
on.
parts?
Let me double check my notes.
Yeah, I thought if I was crafting it from cheaper parts, it was the 5 difficulty.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you're right.
Ooh,
Okay.
did I do it?
Well,
Did I game the game?
Well, I think it goes along with what I said, because you bought the drone parts. You bought the good ones. So
Yep.
It works fine as a drone. So I think that checks out.
Okay. But then to install a light laser, you had 3 difficulty to install. So should I have done that check with like to install the laser itself was like 3 difficulty plus 2 black dice for improvised parts?
The 2 black dice is only if you're using junk, actually.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
You're like, if you went into a garbage pile and we're trying to use that, that's where you apply the black dice.
Right. I gotcha.
So you wouldn't need the black dice. But yeah, so you're building the drone. I see what you're saying. So the drone's fine. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, we're just learning, guys.
We're making up rules as
We're
we
making
go.
up
That's
rules
what
as
we're
we
really
go,
doing
kind
here.
of.
We
Yeah.
had a cheat sheet.
You're
but
right.
We haven't tried
Actually,
it
you're
yet.
right. So re-roll that, but make it only 3 difficulty
Only 3 difficulty.
for the laser. We'll do the laser first.
Okay. That's 6 successes and 1 threat.
Okay.
I forgot.
All right. So it's ugly,
Oh no.
but it works.
It
Great.
needs a paint job. Bruce has never really
Aesthetics-
cared about
Aesthetics wasn't really your goal. There's
aesthetics.
like wads of like glue. You
Okay.
know, the weld is ugly. Anyone that knows, but it works.
Yeah, and then
and
the
then roll
shield
again for your
generators
shield
is also
generator.
3 difficulty,
Also
right?
3. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot I added those to each of these segments.
Okay. That's 1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay. Perfect. All right. All right. No, that's good. Yeah, you're right. I forgot that I had put a separate difficulty for adding the attachments.
For any parts. Yeah, because I figured like I really don't want the drone to just completely crap out on
No,
itself.
that's fine. So no, that's great. So the new parts for the drone you didn't need to roll for, so that works great. And then you got
Okay.
the nice attachments on it. Fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
and
got
I
a nice
think-
little working drone.
But I think we're still calling those attachments like somewhat improvised because they're using knockoff parts or
Yeah, so it's they're improvised tools. So just if you ever get 2 threats, they'll conk out until you can fix them.
yeah, so the gun itself and the shield generator have a potential of failure because they're improvised, but the drone itself should be pretty solid.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. All right, fantastic. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah,
All right,
and
cool.
this gives Bruce some nice options during combat and things. Right.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
anything you guys want in the meantime?
Just want to double check.
I think
Something.
so.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pockets.
Okay, I just want to double check. If I go up to rank 3 in a career skill, how much experience is that?
15.
15.
Okay, nice. Okay, cool. And then it's 10 to go to 2 if it's a career skill.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's the level you're going to times 5. If it's a non-career skill, you just add 5 to that total.
Okay, thank you. That's all I got.
Yeah, Lizardo?
So I've heard of a fancy type of knuckle weapon
Ooh.
called a blast knuckles.
Oh,
It might be a pretty penny, but do you think there's a place around here that carries them?
are you looking at it online?
I sure is.
What's the rarity on it?
It's only a 6.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, so you're not going to find it in Bruce's hardware store. Where do you want to go to try to find it?
I think we might have to maybe go downtown and maybe go to where we see lots of people like congregating on the streets, making like deals and sales out in the open where they can maybe make a quick escape.
Okay. So a seedier part of town.
Maybe.
Well, I'm just going to throw this out there. This is the clear as mud area.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Maybe Mud would know where to find these things.
Yeah.
Show up again.
He's the main man. I'd be able to pay extra if
Well, I mean, he kind of
can-
puts that in his price. Okay. I'm just double checking how the rarity rolls work.
because I have no idea. And there's maybe a different kind of knuckle I would be looking for if these ones aren't available.
Okay.
Maybe Bruce can
Yeah.
make me these ones.
Well, do you want to hop into the store?
So I can attempt
Yeah.
to make anything that I have heard of, even without seeing it before.
Yeah.
Well, you've just heard about it from me.
You can either buy the parts and try to build it, or you can just see if you can find one.
I can give it a shot, but it'll be improvised. So if you mess up with it too much, it might snap on you.
Maybe given the dangers of this weapon, I want to be looking for one that's been made by maybe it's not someone's prototype. Maybe they've made a few revisions to the model.
So it's been tested and tried. It's gone through R&D.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I am happy to try for you.
What's the base cost of those?
500.
500? Oh, that's not too bad.
There's an R in brackets next to it. I don't know what that means. It's
It's a
probably
restricted item, so a lot of places won't let you carry them around.
right. That's why I'd be
Oh.
looking
Mechatol
at
City's
muds.
probably one of those.
So I
Just
gotta
leave them
like,
in your pocket. It's
Yeah.
fine. Just tuck
yeah,
them under your jacket.
keep it in my uniform, like in the inside pocket.
Okay. So you want to go to clear as mud?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So as soon as you walk in, you guys all met him before, I think. No, Pockets was here before, or no?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
This is when we bought grenades from,
meets
right?
this guy.
Mhm.
Okay, so
We bought
so
some
yeah, so
flashbangs.
you
I think.
recognize the store. It's got a lot of cool stuff in the windows, like showy, colorful, and just random. So you might have like like a heavy blaster all decorated up in rhinestones and some sort of like Nalu shawl sort of a thing, some masks. And you walk in, you see a kind of a pudgy, mustachioed fellow, a human, who you've met before. And as soon as you come in, he says, "Oh, welcome, my favorite guest. So wonderful to have you back. How can I help you today?
Oh,
I see you're very happy with your last purchase."
I
That
think
may
one
be
of
an
them,
exaggerated statement.
one or more of them were not effective.
Well, there's bound to be, there's a dud in every batch. That's manufacturing issues. If you like, I can get you their contact information. I assure you, these are the best quality you can buy, but there's going to be a dud in every pack. There's always a bad egg. But you survived whatever encounter or mission you're heading to. So clearly it worked out fantastically. Glad you could get back.
Maybe you didn't notice, Mud, but there's only 3 of us here.
Yeah, but there were only 3 of you last time. Because Pasha wasn't here last time either.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You don't even. Oh, jeez.
You've never
Pasha
seen
showed up late.
Pasha.
Pasha
Right.
slept in that day.
Well, okay. So 2 things. First, I'm looking for one of those little water sprayers that you can get for your succulent plants, because every once in a while I just want a little misting.
Okay.
But then
yeah.
the other thing is, I've heard tell of a fancy type of fist armament called a blast knuckle. It's got plating on it and maybe like
Yeah. No need to
yeah.
describe it out loud.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't,
That's interesting.
yeah.
You're looking for one
You
of
want to
those,
get
eh?
a what?
At this
Ah.
point, I think Bruce is gonna like shake his head a little bit and just go stand
Yeah.
outside.
Hey. Interesting. Now, obviously, I don't carry anything like that in the store.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to roll, Matt? Do you want to roll a D10 for us?
Sure, I can do that. Polyhedral dice. A single D10, just one D10 coming up. It's a 4.
Okay. No. Oh, of course, I don't keep those. Those are illegal here. So it'd be very irresponsible of me to keep one of those lying around.
Well,
But I do have some stuff in the back you might be interested in. I have some imported mugs from Winu, and you might be interested in them. You just come into the back room here. Some nice shirts.
Sure, I'll come into the back room.
All right, just follow me.
Get some mugs and shirts.
All right, he'll get you in. Are you following Pockets?
No, I'm just gonna stay out here and browse browse the aisles.
All right.
Yeah, we're picking up a souvenir for Pasha.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Get well soon card.
So there's two things, Lizardo, as he guides you into the back. You're gonna notice he pulls out like a little monitor, like a little pocket monitor, and you can see that there's.
You have a monitor just for pockets?
Yeah. Well, now that you say that, though, that's what he's watching. He does have a camera out in the store, and you can kind of see he's just holding this kind of as he's walking with you.
Glancing back
the camera
and
actually
forth
seems
at
to
the
track,
shady
like it actually
character
moves
just
and
walking
follows
around.
her. So he's keeping an
Okay.
eye. You don't notice that pocket. There's a little camera following you from the corner. And then Lizardo, so he pulls you into the back. He's like, okay, so as it happens, I don't have any on hand, but
Well, I don't see you wearing them, obviously. Sorry, go on.
yeah, okay, my literal friend. Yes, of course. No, in the shop, obviously I can't carry that stuff in store because should the Winarian custodial guard show up, they tend to frown on having that sort of thing on hand. But it's possible that I have a friend who might know where to come across something like that, and there might be a park in town where he might sometimes leave things under a bench.
Seems like a
And
security risk.
Let's say he went down there tomorrow
Yeah.
and he found 750 ori sitting under the bench in a bag. He might accidentally leave something else in a bag under that bench.
Seems like an odd way to do business, but I think I'm picking up what you're putting
I
down.
never understood him myself.
Well, you're
But should
hoping
you
that
be
you'll pick up
interested-
what he puts down. He might put down
Right.
nothing. So
Right.
If you're interested,
He'll pick up what I put down, and I'll
I
pick
can
up what he
talk to
puts
my
down. I get it.
friends. And maybe he'll drop something. It's nice to have somebody go and by that park every evening just to double check he hasn't forgotten one of his valuable items under that bench.
For sure. And you know what? I think we were planning to go for a stroll in that very park tomorrow.
Well, that's fantastic. Now there is a bit of a down payment, 250 up front. And then, maybe if you accidentally leave him a gift under that bench, then the next day something will appear. Who's to say?
Okay, so the total price you're saying is 250 now, 500 under the bench?
Yeah, I didn't say anything. I'm just whimsically talking about
this
possibilities.
Yes. Fair. I think that's an adequate amount for me. Sure.
if it's just whimsical talking, then I mean, do you really have to give him a gift up front? I mean,
Oh,
you wouldn't want to see
It's
anything
just
on your
whimsical.
books, right?
it's just whimsical chatting. You don't have to
Yes.
give me anything, but I say the odds of him dropping a gift are much, much higher if you give me a gift.
And you know what, Mud, you've proven yourself true to me and my friends, and I think you're deserving of a gift.
Well, thank you.
So here's 100, 200, and 250 ori.
All right, thank you. Now, in the sense of paperwork, it would be amiss if I didn't give you this mug in exchange for this gift.
Indeed.
Yeah, this mug, paper value 250 ori. Here you go, sir.
This is a record of our transaction.
Yes. Here's your receipt. Absolutely.
Pasha will love it.
Okay.
So, okay, so
It's a little hula mug. It's got like a hula X shot on it. Yeah.
I'm mimicking the dance of the hula. Okay, so shall we go to the park and maybe leave a gift for your friend tonight? And
Well, the sooner you leave the gift, the sooner he might wander by.
all right, give me the directions to this park.
Okay, so he'll give you the directions to the park. It's actually kind of on the edge of the city in a really scuzzy part of town. And when you get to the park, you'll realize there's people stare at you as you approach. They'll steer clear of you, but you're getting a lot of like sideways glances as you walk into the park. It's definitely not. There's no children playing here.
I think I'm pretty used to getting stared at sideways, so I don't notice any difference.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Fair enough. And so you'll leave it under. I think we could kind of skip through. We don't need to role play extensively unless you really want to.
Ah,
But you leave a little sack. You want to maybe double check, make sure nobody's looking. You leave a little sack under the bench. Come back the next day. There'll be another little sack. It's got some little gloves in it.
oh,
Cool.
what a nice little surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody left you a gift, Lizardo.
I wonder who this generous benefactor might be. But let's not look a gift for his a gift extra in the mouth.
A gift bench.
Gift
Oh, yeah. So
Bench.
as you're maybe aware, as a restricted item, this is something you don't want in the open.
Oh yeah, so I just like tuck it into like my inside pockets of my uniform.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't show Bruce that you have it because he'll be tempted to report it.
Put
What?
it in your fanny pack, Lizardo.
I am a Kaleri officer. I am entitled to being above the law.
That's exactly what the job
It's
description
not an
says.
uncommon philosophy amongst some of the Clearies.
As you have proven yourself in countless occasions, I am willing to look the other way.
I will only use when in dire need, which is more often than I would like.
Which is frequent.
Every combat.
It's either I use this or I lose arms. What would you prefer?
Funny you say that. I might lose limbs using this. So
Yeah.
there's a bit of a
I
downside.
actually don't know much about this weapon, so you'll have to guide me through it when we get to that point.
You know what? I learned about it about 5 minutes before I suggested it. So it's
Okay.
going to be a bit of a fun experiment for both of us.
So
Sounds great.
it's pretty well thought out then.
It essentially uses a strain every time I attack with it because it's creating a heat right here. There's a blaster on the back of the glove that fires every time I hit somebody with it.
Okay.
Nice.
And there's a special ability it has, which I'm thinking is more of a downside. It's inaccurate 1,
Oh,
which I'm assuming might mean a miss might hurt me instead.
well, it's either that. I'll double check. I think it might just mean it has black dice.
That could
Which
be.
you just have to add a black dice whenever you use it, but it's
Okay,
probably
yeah.
wicked strong. So
The damage is brawl +4 instead
Oh,
of
okay.
the +1 I've been using. So,
yeah, so 3 extra
Wow.
damage every time you hit, but you have to roll a black dice every time you use it. So
and we've been fighting creatures with so much soak.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gotta
well,
gotta get through that stuff.
that's why I built myself a little drone, friend.
Yeah.
Now I have an attack that might actually hit because I can use my computers to attack things.
Yay.
We'll call it
Inaccurate.
Bruce 2.
Yeah, so it's just you're adding a black die. So inaccurate 1 means 1 black die to your attack rolls.
Okay. That could be devastating, but
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
Yeah. So it's like it's probably just a little unwieldy and probably like, the way you're used to punching, your hand's gonna be weighted so much more awkwardly. It's probably just gonna be harder to get. You're gonna be more likely to get glancing blows, and
That
but
makes
when
sense.
it does go off, whammo.
That's right.
It's kind of like swinging a sledgehammer at somebody. It's easy for them to dodge, but if you get them,
Yeah. I don't want to think about what happens when you get him with a sledgehammer.
It done hurt.
okay. Well, I'm a little sad that every time you guys go to clear as mud, Pasha's not there. Seems
Well,
to,
we're a little sad that he decided not to show up today.
yeah. Oh well.
Well, no. I mean, he's sick. We'll
Yeah.
give him a
Well,
little break.
yeah.
Well,
Pasha.
He
And
is
we're-
going to receive this beautiful mug.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
we're a little
we'll make
sad
him
that he's
some
sick,
tea.
right?
Yeah, we'll make him some tea, give him the
Yeah.
mug.
You can pop in and see him. So throughout the next few days, he's probably up and down every hour, running to the bathroom. Something he ate, something he picked up on the Volaraith ship. Who knows?
Oh, he was eating the raw meat off
He
the
was
wall.
probably
Oh.
gnawing the walls up there or something like that.
Yeah, we tried to warn him, but there's just no helping that guy sometimes.
Yeah. All right. So anything else you guys want to do prior to the funeral?
No,
Okay.
I was looking at some weapons and stuff, but
Oh,
there's nothing
go
I
ahead.
quite want. There's nothing I quite want yet.
Okay.
I don't think.
All right. Well, let me know if you change your mind.
Mhm.
All right, because this is where I've started planning stuff.
But guys, I have a very important question though.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are we naming my first drone?
Oh, good question.
Ooh.
Also, what
Okay.
are you naming Lizardo's friend?
Lizardo's baby is Robin.
No, he's
Oh, no, the Volwraith guy.
My Wolverine.
yeah, his meat.
Oh,
probably
your
has a name, but
your
it
little
doesn't
guy.
talk.
Can we name it Patches? Pasha, sorry.
You're gonna name it Pasha?
Yeah,
You're gonna name your new meat friend Pasha?
let's name it Little Pasha.
Little Pasha.
Yeah,
But like Lil, right? Like
Yeah.
Lil.
Lil.
yeah,
Lil
Lil
Pasha.
Pasha.
yeah.
Nice.
They're both little beastly critters.
I
I
don't
mean,
want to. I
Pasha's
don't want to
little
name
bigger,
my
but-
drone Little Bruce though.
Little Bruce.
Oh, darn it.
No, I'm taking that off the table.
Well, he's a gun and a shield, right?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna name him Shun, a shield
What
gun.
about like just
wow.
like Kevin or Steve or
Okay.
Carl?
Or
We go
Angela.
Oh, we're going with Carl.
Okay.
I heard a Carl, and Carl is the name of my Roomba. So Carl it is.
Oh, nice.
It's a Roomba with a gun.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a flying Roomba with a gun. Thank
Yeah,
you.
basically, yeah.
Perfect.
That generates an energy shield around it. So hopefully I
Does
get.
it still
deadlifts.
vacuum?
Oh, it'll clean up for us.
Perfect.
All right,
All right.
awesome.
Terrible dad jokes aside.
Don't keep
Can
the
I,
dead jokes flowing.
Can I ask before the funeral? 'Cause it's been
Yeah.
a few days. How is Robin looking? How is the baby
Oh,
brewing?
so at this point,
So
yeah, if you guys are
interesting.
keeping your eyes on Robin over the next few days, you're going to get to the point where his eyes will be popping open,
That's
and
exciting.
you might see little movement. So still not communicatable, still can't sit up or anything, but you're starting to see the fungus has taken hold in the body, and is there's life there, and it seems aware. Like it'll open its eyes, it might look around, you know.
The birth of a new zombie is a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely. Hi, Robin. You can't talk, but I'm your Auntie Pockets. We're going to be the best of friends. I'm going to read you this story.
I think it can be one of its parents if you want to be. You don't have to be an
I'll
auntie.
be the cool auntie.
Okay.
But you don't have the responsibility. Spoiler,
Exactly.
send him home. Yeah, excellent. So he'll be, again, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times he'll be alert. So if you're talking, he might look at you, but you won't see any facial expression. But if you're reading him a story at night, he'll look at you as you're talking.
It's like this blank open stare of a
Yeah.
corpse. Just
Yeah.
staring you down. Just
Now, at some point, I think we're gonna have to introduce it. They. We're gonna have to introduce them to the re-education program, where they sort of begin to absorb the knowledge of all the species that they might have to interact with.
Well, here's the thing. So yeah, so if you want that to happen, you'd actually have to take it to your home planet. If you want it to gain the knowledge, well, it'll gain your knowledge once it learns to spore, once it learns how to communicate via spore.
Oh yes.
It can gain any knowledge you have, and when it's in proximity to you.
I
yeah,
don't.
you have to,
I
you
don't
have to
think
teach
we
your own
want.
child.
I don't think we want two of me running around. We might want something a little bit more
Yeah.
well-rounded.
But it's like, but you communicate with it via spores once it's able to do that.
Ooh, wonderful! It sounds like a future quest.
Yeah.
Wasn't the entire, like, not the entire, but like a lot of the purpose of us creating Robin to figure out who was on that planet that we were on.
Yeah, you wanted information. But-
We just wanted to like
I
ask
forgot
somebody
about
some
that.
questions.
Robin is an individual now, and
Yeah,
his
of course, of
needs are
course.
now above ours.
Yeah. You have to put everything on the back burner until he grows up, moves out.
That's what happens when you have a baby.
Yeah. All right.
Whose idea was that again?
Oh, I know one person whose idea it was. It's not Bruce's. I just facilitate.
Yeah. You did the operation.
Mhm.
Oh, our viewers will have to watch back episodes to find out.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I think any of this. Any
Tell
of this
us
will not
what
make
the
any-
heck we did. I don't think
Yeah.
it was my idea because I don't think I was there. Maybe I was, but
Oh, yeah. Wasn't it in the.
Oh, I was being a
hangar?
little bit facetious.
Oh, that's right. Pockets was there.
This is-
It wasn't.
but I certainly didn't disagree after it was decided.
This was just a joke that really went too far.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still
Well,
going.
that's okay. The scientists in the lab are pretty keen on this because they've never experienced the growth of a. In fact, I'd be willing to bet you're getting like Hylar students coming through, kind of watching the growth as well.
They can all see my handiwork.
Yeah.
Be in awe of the greatest surgeon ever to live.
Our little Robin's gonna be on the news one day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it might be already in the Hylar, in Jolnar.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
almost as
clear as
famous
day.
as we are.
They have Thor's hammer over at Jolnar.
Oh, that does
Mjolnir?
sound like something. Well, it's okay. We'll get to that later. Yeah,
Okay.
it does sound very much like Mjolnir. Yeah.
Mew Mew.
Okay.
Mew Mew.
Yeah, he's doing good. Ilonus is Pockets. You probably can't look at Ilonus without him shaking his head and rubbing his temple. So that helps.
He's trying to keep the veins in.
Hey, Pockets.
Yeah. Hey, Alonis,
Hi.
have they fixed your office yet?
They're still working on the ceiling. We do have the ducts back in place, thank heavens. Occasionally drips from up there now, but
Yep,
hopefully we can have
that'll
that in a
happen.
couple days.
But a nice, pleasant coconut smell as well, right?
Pleasant that's not the word, especially says we can't get rid of it. Thanks, Pockets.
What species is Alonus?
He's
Supernar?
Narin.
Okay.
But yeah, he's perhaps temporarily moved to share an office with one of his coworkers while they're reconstructing his.
Has there been any leads on the person or being who entered into the facility?
No, they're still hunting. They've been talking to, in particular, they know it was in Israel. So they've been talking to the Israel embassy, trying to get a name of all the Israel on planet. But the Israel their whole thing is that they're very hard to detect and track. Like they're excellent at camouflage. They're masters of stealth. So their own embassy doesn't even really keep track of everyone that comes on and off the planet. And they're often in cohorts with the Nalu, so that makes it even harder to keep track of them.
Wonderful. Well, let us know if you do find anything.
Yep. They're looking. No luck yet. All right. So, anything else? Or jump to funeral? I'm not trying to push. It's just that's the only thing I actually prepared. So,
I don't think. I'm assuming we haven't heard anything from the trial.
no. In fact, he's been held. Oh, actually, do you want to roll streetwise?
Yes, I do. And how difficult?
Let's just average probably.
Okay, so 2 purple. I get. I just upgraded my streetwise.
Yeah.
And did anybody genocide that race just
oops,
out to the south gate?
No, there are no current plans to do so. But probably
Ooh.
some probes sent down to see exactly what's going on.
2 successes, 1 advantage, and 1 triumph.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Yeah. So Pockets is clever enough, to know special type of clever, like street smart sort of cleverness. Not to trust official documents regarding the protection of this sort of a prisoner, right? So he's high risk, Trelas is a high risk for assassination or interception or interference. So while he's awaiting trial, officially he's being held at the embassy of the Hakan, but you're also well aware, and you can kind of verify by listening into different conversations, he's been moved to a ship in orbit by an X-Jaw ship.
Oh, he's actually with the extra now?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you don't know the details behind that, but you know that the official documents don't line up with what's actually happened. He is, as far as the documents say, and as long as any of your bosses will say, he's still being held in the embassy.
Well, dang it. How is our friend,
Ruwathi?
the Ruwathi friend, doing?
Well,
Is he still there?
he hasn't changed. He's still there.
Still angry?
They have sent, and they've tried to send in a few people aside from yourselves, because you're the Cleary's organization has taken an interest in this fellow, especially now that they know that there's tons of these all over the planet. That they probably maybe had noticed on, but they hadn't thought much about. Probably just thought they were wild animals milling about in the toxic atmosphere.
They're a pretty minor race,
Yeah.
That tracks.
But now they've become more and more interested. Like, why are these guys doing? What are they doing here? What are their motives? What are their goals? And so they've been trying to interrogate them, but about as much luck as you guys have had. They might have had to learn a little bit the harder way because you knew to stay out of reach. So there might be a couple more people in the infirmary this week.
Missing limbs.
Yeah.
I can try to help patch them up if they need some help, but
okay. And they'll welcome the help.
Well,
it's not like they're overwhelmed. It's just they had to learn the hard way. Don't get into the cell with them.
But I mean, like, the galaxy's best surgeon here,
true.
Right?
wait, are we
Unofficially.
standing at the cell now, or are we just talking about?
Well, I'm just kind of telling you in general what's going on with him.
Okay. Well, Bruce and Pockets, I think if we gain Brady Johnson's trust, he might help to convince the rest of his people to cooperate with the other races, and then they can be built up through reputation and goodwill in their status among the Empire. What do you two think?
I think the man wants to kill us all.
That might be from a lack of nurturing. Maybe he feels this way through a lifetime of oppression and suffering.
He did kill his dad and his brother. And even though he did that himself, I mean, that's still gonna mess with somebody.
I think most of them want to kill us all.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll just put this idea on the back burner.
I am all for negotiation between races who are apt to negotiate.
Maybe we just need to find the proper leverage.
Maybe they like something like chicken,
Like killing us all?
or just maybe something that
I believe he asked for your heart,
okay, so
but
where can
not
we
in
get
a romantic
hearts?
way.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he would like this fancy mug I got from Muds.
The mud bug.
The mud bug. I had
think
another idea, but it escaped my mind.
The closest race that would probably be able to converse effectively with them would probably be something like the Volwraith, but they're so new to the galaxy that it could result in a chaotic partnership that it could end up worse than the current situation.
Okay, so new plan. We we teach little Pasha how to speak, and we become friends with him, and get him to become friends with Brady Johnson, and then
more
Brady
comfortable with this plan.
Okay.
I am okay with you teaching the common language to Lil Pasha.
Pasha will be so impressed that we've
I will
a little friend for him.
All right. So just over these few days, do you want to just maybe make a leadership roll? We'll do a difficulty 3 leadership roll, and just see how you do in terms of.
I want to get. I want to see if I can drum up some teaching material for him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna search through Winarn archives and that, and see if I can find baby's first word and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'll give that to Lizardo to help him.
Okay, so we'll give you a blue die for Bruce's assistance there.
Thanks, Bruce. Obviously you know which online resources are. Yeah.
How to raise your Vol Wraith.
Well, you know how to pick out the misinformation on SpaceTube.
Yeah.
A lot of bad actors on
bad
there.
sites.
You got to find.
You got to watch out for SpaceTube, man.
Yeah.
It's all ads these days.
Okay, so we got difficulty 3. You said.
Yeah.
My leadership skill, by the way,
top notch.
2 green.
Okay.
Probably highest in the party because it matches mine.
Yeah, mine. That's the same as mine.
Good news. I got 1 success and 1 advantage.
Nice. So despite all odds, and despite probably getting a few pairs of pants shredded up in the process, because he does have very long claws.
He now calls you Dada.
But yeah, he'll stop trying to run away all the time and start following you around.
Well done, little Pasha. You're becoming more civilized by the day.
All right. Yeah, he seems. I wouldn't go to the point where he likes or trusts you yet, but he's at least curious enough.
He has stopped trying to murder our entire party.
All of you in your sleep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As an acceptable level.
We still have to keep him in the crate, though.
Yeah.
We got to crate train this
sleep
guy.
in his kennel at night.
Yeah. That's basically like the bar for acceptance in our party is as long as you don't try to kill the other members of your party, you can come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had to set the bar at a certain level, otherwise,
the best way to make
Pasha wouldn't have made it on the team.
Okay, great.
Sorry.
No, that's fantastic.
The best way to make friends is to lower your standards.
Yeah, it widens the pool of opportunity.
That's going to be our first T-shirt design for this campaign.
Yeah. I've heard that in reference to dating. You have way more dating options if you just lower your standards.
It's not
everyone
false.
is an option.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, okay. Anything else you guys want to do before the funeral day?
I wouldn't mind more insight into your personal life if you're still offering, but
or Lizardo. Oh, I see what you're getting at. No,
I was just bugging you, Bryant. Sorry.
That's okay. I need some water real quick.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Shameless product placement.
Yeah, sponsored by nature. Okay, so the day of the funeral arrives. This is also the day, so Dominicus will have arrived first, so his ship will be in orbit. It's not going to be announced. You may or may not see him. At this point, you have met him. He seems like a decent enough fellow, but he's not really interested in interacting with people. He seems very serious and stoic. He'd probably drop into the headquarters with his armed guard, just to kind of see how things are going, and then running off to the funeral. I might have a few quick words with Ilonis. Maybe
I'll wave at him.
You may wave back, but you may see a little bit of probably talking with Ilonis as he's around.
Yeah.
Ilonis is looking at you as he's whispering something to Dominicus. Dominicus will wave back and kind of give you a quizzical look, and then depart. You're renowned. You're becoming well renowned. Okay, so yes, So most people here, so the family's wake, or they've already had kind of a private memorial service for the family. That would have been actually a few days ago. So today they're actually have a big public funeral kind of in the square in front of the council building. There's kind of a big park there next to the Exchequer's building, the Exchequer's offices. So there's going to be tons and tons of seats. Now you guys aren't obligated to go, but so this will be, we're going to go to the morning here where many of the Caleries, particularly the officers, council members, a lot of the local guard will be going there to work as security detail, and just people in general are heading to this big outdoor funeral.
Would it be seen as disrespectful for us to go?
Nobody would question it. It's not like part of your job to go.
Okay. Yeah, as long as it's not like, because we were basically accused of his murder. It's like, kill a guy and then show up his funeral.
You wouldn't be seen poorly for going or not going.
Okay.
It would be weird if Pockets doesn't show up for reasons she may or may not have shared with you.
Uh-oh. What did you do to the snickerdoodles?
Me and Oogway were pen pals, so I have to go. I wrote him once, he never wrote back, so. But it's still pen pals, it still counts.
Yeah.
Are you pen pals with many people on
you
the
and
tribune?
you and me are pen pals.
Of course. I will respond. I like to evaluate options before making decisions.
I don't know what that's like. I just go. I just do. Thinking seems overrated.
I've been told that before. But yeah, I'm totally cool with going to the funeral then. As long as we're not going to be shunned out of the funeral.
Well, as you could probably tell by now, the suspicion on you, there might be a few people whispering, but there's not a public thing against you or anything. And the family doesn't seem to have accused you guys of anything.
Okay. The Twitter hashtags have died down by now.
Yeah. Well, it never really went to the broad public.
Even better.
Lizardo? Now, if you guys want to split the group, I'm actually totally down with that sort of thing.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
Are you going to the funeral as well?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
Okay. All right.
They might have those little sandwiches.
Oh, you're going to bring some sandwiches?
Oh, no, I thought maybe they might have some there.
Oh, they may. So as you're approaching, you're going to notice there's probably a few thousand seats set up outside in the park. There's going to be a special, one of those temporary stages they put up when they have concerts out in the. It's like a stage kind of been set up with the sound system and everything. So there's going to be speakers in a circuit. There's actually like a waist-high metal fence that kind of goes around that's been temporarily put up around the whole area. Not enough to keep anything out, but just more to keep people from just wandering in through the seated group. Now, as you approach, everyone has to kind of check through the security. And so there's going to be it's mainly the X-Jaw security that's letting people in.
Well, it's going to take a while.
They'll hand out the bills. Yeah. And they'll say to you as you're passing through, please turn off all weapons and electronic devices.
You got it.
Okay, so you comply. All right.
Oh God.
I in fact left a lot of stuff in my locker because we're on planet and we were going to a funeral. So
okay.
I think I'm even leaving Carl in the locker at home. I'll just I'll bring my stick.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So, and you guys have your weapons with you then? And Lizardo, do you have your blast knuckles?
Lizardo never has his blast knuckles.
Yeah, okay. So yes, Lizardo's got his blast knuckles. Pockets, you bringing your guns?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm wearing a lot of black. I got a little veil.
So you got the proper garb on. Now, Pockets, you actually have a seat on the stage.
Yes.
So the other two, so Bruce and Lizardo, you're gonna have to find a seat
I'm
in
gonna
the
go
crowd somewhere.
as far to the back as I can.
Yeah, but you'll notice Pockets keeps walking up towards the front.
I'm a letter. That's all you, girl. I'm gonna go to the back where my gigantic bat-like wings don't cover everybody's view of the
and probably you're gonna get a lot of, oh, thank heavens, I thought he was gonna sit in front of me. And a lot of those sort of whispers. You'll notice you're not going to be the only Imperium here either. There's going to be a few others. You would know them, so that the council members from the Imperium will be here.
Oh yeah,
well. But
Todd
all the
and Jimmy.
council members will be in specially guarded, designated seating at the front, as well as there will be a family section up there as well. But so even Pockets, when you get up to that part of the crowd, somebody's going to come up and escort you to your spot on the stage. And if Lizardo or Bruce looks at the bill, Pockets is on there. Yeah.
I am confused, but again, I'm just gonna hang out in the back.
Okay.
Being respectful.
So you're going to have I actually made a bill for the funeral, like not anything fancy, just to run through what's going on. Okay, so there's going to be like a few of the family members don't worry, we're not going to go through the whole thing in real time. But you're going to have a few of the family members come up and share their thoughts on Oogway, in particular his wife, and a couple of his adult children will come up and speak about him and his life. And then there's going to be a little bit of a musical number by the X-Jaw Boys Choir. And I actually made a picture of them because I just felt like it. Oh, I have to share screen, don't I? Or you can't see it.
I was hoping
Possibly.
you would sing us the chorus or something.
Oh, well, you say that now. Okay, so share screen.
And quickly move past it.
I don't really know how to. That's not it. Okay, can you guys? What are you guys looking at now?
I'm looking at your meetings.
No, that's not it. Okay, hold on.
Don't show that to the general public.
I don't know how to show you like this picture, because if I hit share screen, it comes up with Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome. Anyways, my plan, Matt, was to show it without having to go to Hero Forge. It's
gotcha.
okay. It's not that big a deal. It's just a picture of 4 young turtles with big turtle-like hats in robes and hymn books. So, and one of them has glasses on, and they're singing. And I guess they're singing the hymnal rendition of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A nice, slow, monastic sort of version of that song.
Oogway in his half shell.
Yes. But more Vienna Boys Choir.
Cowabunga.
All right. And then there's going to be, so their musical number, you're going to have some more speeches. You're going to have the family spiritual leader, kind of like a priest, an extra priest is going to come up and talk. And then the crowd falls silent. Unexpectedly, Pockets, the Letnev young woman up at the front, stands up and approaches the microphone.
2 people in the crowd clap for her.
Test.
Yeah, who's
Can you hear
clapping?
me?
Now, looking out, Pockets, you're going to see Ilonus sitting next to Dominicus, and you can see him go like this. And you probably don't hear him, but you probably see him mouth, "Oh no."
Oh, whoops. Boss, was this one of those things I should have told you about? That's okay. It's okay. We'll talk later. It's okay. Ilonus and I were destined to be the best of friends. Unfortunately, his untimely demise prevented that.
Did you say Ilonus?
Oogway!
Oogway! Pretend I said Oogway! My boss is right there. It's a lot of pressure.
Thought that was intentional.
As is tradition in the Mohawk culture, I would like to now sing a song for our dearly departed, Oogway Hendrixx. Goodbye, Oogway Hendrixx, though I didn't know you very well. You had really great taste in sandwiches and a really cool shell. They say maybe you betrayed us, but that's still TBD. You were probably brain controlled, and now your mind is free. And it seems to me you lived your life like a ship adrift in space. Clap, everybody! Like a crossing the infinite black void with no power coil. And I would have liked to known you, but we were away a lot on missions trying to chase this chick. It was a whole thing. Your spaceship has now powered down, but she will never be forgot. Thank you.
That was awesome.
I'm assuming the last part was also done
That's
by
not gonna like
Pockets on
applause.
stage.
Yeah, there is no guitar. Just
There's no
going,
guitar.
That was
All
really
right.
nice, Tika.
Hold on. I want to take. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, I want
Fantastic.
to look up something here.
It's going on the Clips channel.
Yeah. Okay. I want to just see. I guess we can put this under leadership because it's kind of
You
like
want me to roll
swaying a crowd, right?
That made me
Do I
cry
just
a little bit.
Roll leadership, no difficulty. I just want to know how many successes and advantage.
Oh, God.
It was just so real, you know?
Yeah.
3 successes.
Okay. It's actually
Wow.
fairly well received, I would say. So a lot of people, particularly younger people, are like they're actually clapping along with you as you're doing.
It was the clapping part that helped.
Got
Got them
Yeah,
involved.
there's no real disadvantages. So there's nobody like looking at you disapprovingly. Maybe a little bit of confusion from the family and the priest, but other than that, the old widow, of course, she's like, "Oh, that was wonderful." She probably didn't understand it, but oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's so wonderful that he had such lovely friends.
Yeah,
Number
we were
1 pen
friends.
pal.
That's true. That's a fact.
Oh, yeah. So she's sitting up there too. So when you sit down, she might even like pat you on the knee. Oh, thank you so much, dear.
Cute.
But her family that's sitting down kind of in the front area, like,
Or just like, what?
what?
Did she say he betrayed her? What?
And you did say it was a tradition of the Mahawk, which might have raised a couple eyebrows.
Yeah, there's like other
I
Mohawk.
didn't
And
know
they're
if you
like,
meant to say Mentak, but
oh, sorry, Mentak. Oh my gosh, I was confusing everything.
yeah.
It was a Mentak.
Again, I thought that was on
But
purpose, and I'm like
Oogway
sitting
has
here
now
spinning.
canonically said
Like,
Mahawk.
wait a minute, is Pockets
Whoops.
still under mind control? Is this happening right now?
Not that I'm aware of.
This might have kicked up some rumors, but more or less, it was very well received. People really seem to have enjoyed that.
Let's just pretend I said Mentalk.
Okay, if you want to do that, we can do that too. For a story point. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I
Dang
think
it.
I
It's
think
either
Tika
that
just
or-
earned all the story points.
Yeah. that's
Yay!
I'm gonna say it's
I
either
put
you said the right
Minutes
word.
into writing that.
That was
It's either you
great.
said the right word, or Bruce is going to stop trusting Pockets for a while.
Yeah.
So after your song, there was a light applause, some congratulations from the other people in the stand, some confused looks, and an elderly yin. So I don't know, I can remember how much you guys have learned about the yin so far, but he's kind of he's human, basically. Doesn't call himself human. He's got very wrinkled skin. He's older. Looks like he's been badly burned or scarred of some, Bruce would
Oh, yeah.
probably recognize. I think Bruce, maybe
Yeah.
we've done a roll on this before.
I think we did like last episode. or
Yeah, so
something
he has
like
the
that.
gray fire plague, basically.
Mhm.
So he's one of the blessed of the yin, and so he's going to come up and start giving a speech as well. But while this speech is going on, so it's kind of a longer funeral, so we've kind of gone into the evening at this point, and it's gotten dark, so the street lights and some special lights that have been set up around the perimeter are now on as he gets up, and this is kind of the final eulogy. So he's one of the major spiritual leaders in the council region. And as he's about halfway through his speech, which is not of particular excitement or note, all the lights just go out.
Of course.
You may even feel in your pockets, if you had your communicators with you, if they were on, anything or anybody who does around you, you might just hear a anything electronic just goes dark and or silent, right? The microphone will shut off, and he might not even notice right away. You might, his pockets, you're probably the only one hearing him, and he'll the yin fellow will start tapping the microphone and just turning back. He's like, is this thing still on? Did we lose do we need to plug that back in? I'll hold off for a minute. Okay. So there's a lot
I'll yell, speak up.
And a few other people might too, but because it's gone dark, a lot of people are kind of just muttering, looking around. You'll have people scrambling to where the like the power generators and stuff are that are kind of powering all the lights and everything. And so you'll hear some fussing over there, and you might see some buildings in the distance. Actually, the lights come back on, a few of them, but for the most part, everything else just kind of just remains dark. And so it's going to be several minutes. Well, in the next several minutes,
can I make my way towards the power generators and see if I can help get them on or something?
Yeah, if you start walking that way, security will stop you.
Oh, and of course I can't say anything to them.
Yeah.
There's no communicators.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. No, they won't let you
snap.
near the generators.
But it's everything, right? Like all electronics in the area.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, yeah, all electronics. In fact, you might even hear a couple of as soon as it happens, you may hear a couple car crashes coming from nearby.
So would I understand this to be more of like an EMP or something?
You might exactly recognize this as some sort of EMP. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be pretty guarded then. I'm getting my walking stick out.
Okay.
It's not turned on because it's just a stick.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that would have this sort of circuitry that would have been.
Yeah.
In fact, even normal lights wouldn't be. It's just that the power grid here is it's on circuits, right? So
if I try to use my scanner goggles, will they still work? And
well, it depends. Was it on or off?
They're normally off because
if it was off, you're probably okay.
Almost blinded myself too many times.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay,
so just things that were powered on.
Yeah, anything powered on probably got surged there.
Okay.
Or that, or it was being fed power. Yeah.
I'll equip my scanner goggles, and I think they're on infrared mode or something.
Most people, if you look around, and pockets obviously can see fine. But most people you guys are going to see are just kind of staying in their seats and just muttering back and forth. Some people are going to start joking and laughing. It seems like most people just assume, it's just a normal power outage. It happens from time to time.
So how many exits have we got from the room that we're in? You said it was an outdoor.
You're outdoors.
Thing,
you're in
right?
The big park area where they.
So we're not closed in or anything.
You're not. You're surrounded by the various council buildings. So there's the Galactic Council building to the east. There's the Exchequer's offices to the west. The Kaliri's headquarters to the south, and you're gonna have various embassies on the north side.
Okay, who's the VIPs in the area?
They would be mostly the Galactic Council members up front towards the stage, and then some of the people on the stage.
So mostly
Packets
up
is
at
a VIP.
Then.
Yes, and you might notice the security forming a tighter perimeter around them just while it's dark. Again, nobody seems panicked at this point.
Okay. As long as I don't get too many suspicious glances from security, I'd like to start making my way closer to the stage as well.
Yeah, you'll probably get stopped when you get to where the Galactic Council members and the special guests are seated, like the VIP seating. They probably won't.
Is Ilonus in that area with them?
Yeah, he's actually up there with Dominicus. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to catch a glance at Ilonus just to let him know I'm there if he needs me, kind of thing.
Yeah, and he'll give you one of these.
Because I can't say anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just a big creepy bat person in the dark.
Maybe I should stick close to Bruce just in case you need someone to speak for you.
Yeah. Well, he can't tell you what to say either.
I can't tell you what to say either.
No, but at least I could be like, hey, he's a Kaliri, he's okay.
Yeah.
It's appreciated. I'd like to see like a whole episode of Lizardo doing all of the talking for Bruce.
Yeah. You're gonna end up owing him money or something. All right. So after a bit of kind of sitting there in quiet, and people are starting to panic a little bit, like they can't get the power back on, and a little bit of muttering, like, "Oh, what a shame! This has ruined the entire funeral." Sort of talk coming from the crowds and from the family, and you're gonna start hearing a familiar shrill howl coming from pretty much every direction, but mostly coming from the south and the west directions. And you're going to start hearing perhaps some screams accompanied with that.
These are the howls of the Dark Bay.
Yes, that's what they say.
Very similar.
Oh,
shoot! I wouldn't have it on me.
I was gonna say, is that Pasha?
We still have that bay bear, what we called it. We have the noise
Yeah.
emitter, but I don't think I'd have it on me if I was going to the funeral. Why would I? Right?
Which is actually kind of why I asked what you guys were bringing with you.
How far
Yeah.
away are we from the Cleary's? Yeah, HQ. Like, can we?
Yeah, you're actually not far. You're like you could run there in a minute.
Okay.
I can stay here while I intuit that you need something.
I'm gonna like. So I look at Lizardo and I'm just like, and I take off.
Yeah.
Wait.
I just shrug and be like, okay.
Maybe I see you and I run with you because if we fight in Bay, I'm gonna need something too. I need some guns.
Okay, so you guys are booking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to go find my bay bear.
Okay. As you're running towards the headquarters, you're going to hear those howls approaching. And you're running south, which is actually where the bulk of the noise seems to be coming from.
Well, hopefully we run fast enough.
Yeah. Why don't you roll athletics?
I'd better be going along with
What
you.
about agility?
I don't know
Would
how
running
if
be agility?
yeah. Well, I guess if you want to try to parkour it.
Parkour.
Yeah, I want to parkour the way there.
Okay.
Hardcore parkour.
Yeah. All right. So
All
why
right,
don't you roll
so an athletics?
and or agility?
Any
Again, I don't
difficulty?
need a difficulty. I
Okay.
just need a total, and I'll just roll something else over here. Don't mind.
Okay, I got
Oh.
2 successes, 2 advantages.
One
You got-
success, 2 advantages.
I got 3 advantages, so hopefully I
Yay.
don't just trip.
Oh, well, we don't need to outrun the bay. We just need to outrun Bruce.
Except I'm the one that needs to
Yeah.
use the thing to scare them off.
Wait, did they have sandwiches at the funeral?
Yes, there
Somebody
was.
get
There was
one?
definitely. It was definitely.
Throw it on the
catered.
ground,
They
distract
did, they'd
them.
have some large tables. You hadn't got around to eating them yet, so it's all
Dang
there. You can grab them on the way if you want.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Grab a sandwich just to distract them. Just like, eat this. Take salad.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so you're running towards the headquarters. You notice again from the west and the south, most of the baying is coming from, but it's coming really from all directions. So you're going to hear a couple more shrieks as you approach, and you might even see, especially pockets in Lizardo, you might see off in the distance, kind of dark shadows jumping out at people who are running and just taking them down.
Oh,
You know, shrieks that are just silenced all of a sudden. The
that's horrible.
the guard, so the Cleary's has its own kind of sentries or patrols, have all kind of taken up around the offices, and as soon as you start running for the door, they're going to pop out with their guns drawn. Halt!
Present
Oh.
hall pass.
We are Cleary's. Don't mind Bruce. His ability to communicate is somewhat.
We're still in the
Inhibited
blackout
right now.
area.
Yeah, well, you're right next to the. Well, it's all blacked out. You're still.
okay.
Yeah, you're at the Cleary's headquarters. It's just the guards are pointing guns at you as you approach the front.
We have our uniforms on, right? And then we'll present
Oh, yeah, you have
our
your-
identifications.
Your Hakan uniforms, yeah, and you'll have your ID passes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
and one of them might ask as you come up is like, "What's going on?"
It's
Uh,
the Dark Bay.
Okay.
They're attacking. You should get over there
Yeah,
and help the
Mid
civilians.
sentence, he's going to look panicked, turn and start firing off to the side, and you're going to see a pack of these dark bays running out around the side of the building.
Okay, so that really hurt my hearing. Thank you.
Shot right next to my ear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push past him and go for the lockers.
Okay. So yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah, we were
you
doing
your
something.
pass to open the door. So the normal door locks have been disabled, so it'll pull open manually. It's
Okay.
like because it's usually a magnetic lock. That lock is not working
Yeah.
apparently. So you pull it open and run in to your lockers, and you might start hearing some shrieking from out front.
Okay.
By the way, should we have told people at the funeral to run and hide? Was that an oversight?
I think that was. I think that was
Bruce,
a
why
given.
didn't you tell us to do that?
Bruce just face palms a couple of times and continues to try to find his noise
Just
emitter.
hits his head against the wall. Anyways, yeah.
Hopefully, you can use the bay emitter thing to speak through as well.
Apparently, I still do have 2 flashbangs as well. So
I think I had one as well. So,
nice.
Brian, can I assume that we've gotten to the locker and I can grab my my
Yeah.
flashbang and the bayer?
Yep.
I'm going to crank that thing to full volume, and I'm going to give my flashbang to Pockets
Okay.
because I ain't no good with that.
Yeah.
And then I want to turn on Carl if Carl is working, because he would have been off and nicely sleeping in my room.
Yeah.
And he's gonna hover with me.
Okay. Pasha's snoring away through this whole thing in his
Yeah,
bed.
of course. He's a little sick still, so we'll leave him sleeping.
Interesting. And you guys are grabbing your stuff as well from your lockers. Okay.
Okay.
You're going to hear not everyone went to the funeral. There are still people inside the building. You might hear some of them shouting, particularly from the lower level.
Okay. But now we've got the noise emitter on us, right?
Yeah.
So that should give us some range, because it was a high frequency
It's
thing,
a high
right?
frequency. You can't hear.
So we can't hear it, but it should be keeping them a little bit away from us. I'd like to try to scavenge parts to maybe make more of those.
Okay.
I don't know how quickly I can
Well,
get one together.
yeah, I mean, it would be, I would imagine at least an hour or two to build something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't we tell those guys like in the lab though when we had the emitter?
Yeah, they actually had built some. They've been using them
Oh, okay.
on their hunts.
I want to
okay.
grab one of those.
Yeah. We
And
should
put it near me. Put it on my
well,
belt.
you'd have to go into the tunnels, the Sardak.
Oh,
Yeah.
were they not have any
The
in the lab
Sardak were
here?
using these emitters to close areas off underground in the tunnels.
We wouldn't have any here though, because I think
Well, it's up to you, I guess.
because I think we did
there
tell
is.
the lab, like, hey, they don't like this noise. I
Yeah,
thought
well,
that
that's what they did, and then they made them, but they gave them to the Sardak.
they don't have a single spare one anywhere.
Right, if you want to go search the lab.
Oh,
I would
Yeah,
like
it's-
to search for a communicator.
Okay.
Put a story point into
Actually,
it. You earned it.
communicators will be easy because there's going to be a whole bunch that we're just not on.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna grab one, flip it
Yeah.
on, so that I can at least
And
talk
an
again.
emitter might be different because they had no reason to just keep them here, right?
Okay.
So,
We
but
can-
should
for
we
story
use
point, you
a
can find
story
one.
point? What do you think, Lazardo? What do you think, Bruce?
I think you earned one for sure. Yeah, go for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want that, and I'm gonna take an emitter.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
compared to the
actually
stupid
some of
things
them
I
in the
use story
lab that
points for.
they've just built another one that they haven't sent out to the NOR yet. I keep saying Sardak. I know technically.
Can it be a very special one with a higher range?
So if
Another
this is
story point. Just kidding.
hang on though, if so these emitters are like they're small devices that you can carry on
You
you
can
and
carry
you
them
emit
with
the
you.
sound, right?
Yeah.
But it is a sound or like a looping sound file or something that theoretically could be played through other devices.
Oh yeah.
So can
Yeah,
we
you could hook this up to speakers or something.
so should we give one of the emitters to the lab scientists here and basically tell them like hook this up to some form of a loudspeaker and get this thing blaring with as much range as you can?
Oh, sorry. There's actually no scientists in the lab at the moment.
Oh, nobody's there.
No.
Oh, okay.
Did we have a sound system on our ship?
We would have some form of external communication on our ship, yeah. So we would have speakers.
But I don't know where our ship would be right now. Would it be nearby?
Probably
It's
parked
at the
at
Sparkling
the
Oasis.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
probably not, right?
Yeah.
All
But
right.
you would think that like the base that we're in would have some form of
It
alarm
does. Well, there's
system.
definitely an intercom system because
An intercom system, yeah.
to the crew.
The only question is it working or not, right? So the way I see it, gang, we got a couple options. We can either try to get this sound emitting to scare these bays off, or we run back to the funeral and try to protect the VIPs now that we have an emitter. What do you guys think?
I feel like time is maybe of the essence here.
We have two emitters, so I can try to jerry rig something in the base here while you guys go back and protect the VIPs.
That sounds reasonable.
Split up the party. Split up the party.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
If I die here, frozen and alone, tell them I did it for science.
If we die out there, tell them we did it for little mini egg salad sandwiches.
Probably a better reason.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So Pockets and Lizardo, you're running out of the building.
Mhm.
Okay. So you run towards the front doors. You can see outside that the guards that have been out there, there's kind of a pack of dogs and many body parts kind of just strewn about out front. Is your emitter on?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you approach the door, you can see the dark bays outside are kind of wincing. Like, you know, I just have to roll something for them. Okay. So you run outside and the dogs they back away from you, but they don't leave. So they're circling you. You can see they're backing away maybe 20 or 30 yards, and you can see they're wincing. You can see they don't like it, but they're not running off. And even if you start walking back towards the Galactic Council, they'll stay a distance, whimpering, but they'll follow. And you can see the little eyes kind of glistening.
So they want to kill you, but they aren't making the lunge yet.
Yeah.
Tempted to
But I'll
rethink
also
Lizardo.
add, if somebody else gets within their range, they might, like somebody off in the distance, they'll probably dart off that way too. Like you might see one or two run off and just tackle somebody who's running down the street.
Can you remember what the flashbangs did? Like they damaged them a bit and it did something
Yeah, so
else,
they're very
right?
sensitive to the bright light and the sound from them. So they're
Mhm.
effectively like a stun grenade for them. So it'll stun them, and so they stun whoever, but they'll also do some damage to dark bays because of their sensitivity.
Okay. Well, I think I'll save my stun grenade or my my flashbangs until we're closer to the funeral because I probably don't want to waste those quite yet. But I don't know. Lizardo, do we pick them off? Do we just let them follow us? Like, what do you think?
It might be safe for you to take some pod shots at them, and then I'll stay close to you in case they lunge for the attack.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
I'll take out my gun. I'm gonna shoot one of these guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna put on my blast knuckles.
Okay.
Oopsies. All right, so I am going to roll an attack. 2 difficulty or
Well, they're close
Like
range.
medium?
Should be one.
1? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then how do I roll an attack again?
All right. So you're gonna take your light ranged ability.
Yeah. Let's see.
And how many ranks do you? So you have 4 agility.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
dice.
Sorry, I actually do
Yeah.
know. I was kind of joking.
Okay.
Kind of. Now let's see here. Ooh, maybe I can do a quick strike because it's the first
Yeah. Yeah. They haven't done anything yet.
strike because it's each rank of quick strike to any combat checks. Yeah.
I just realized that it's the first episode in a while that we've actually been shooting things, and Ken's not here.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's so sad. Somewhere, wherever Ken is, a single tear just rolled down his face.
Yeah, we have to make sure that the next session we don't do any shooting.
We gotta
Mhm.
train
We'll
little
have
Pasha how to use a
big
gun.
tea party or something next time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have this other ability, but I don't know if I can use it quite yet or if it makes sense to. Let me see. Ooh, that might be relevant, but not probably for this. Okay. So 5 success and 1 advantage against one of them, so that will crit. Oh no, sorry, 1 advantage. I lied.
Okay.
So it would be 12 damage against whichever one I'm shooting at.
Okay.
And then for my advantage, I guess can I give yeah, assuming Lizardo might have to fight, maybe just give him a blue die. Oh, I should have used a Oh wait, are we kind of in combat? Could I have used an aim?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's okay because I mean I did fine, but I'll give the blue die to Lizardo in case he needs to
Okay.
Okay.
uppercut one of these guys in the face.
So you shoot the one and it winces and howls, but it doesn't leave.
Mhm.
They're kind of just staying that same perimeter.
They have a lot of soak from what I
They have a
recall.
lot of
so-
soak. It is wounded though. You can see like across its shoulder, it's kind of got like a huge burn.
Hmm.
and the like kind of the hair is seared to the skin.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how far we are from the funeral, but like we'll kind of
I mean, you're
probably.
quite close. One thing
Yeah,
you're
okay.
going to start seeing though is you're going to start seeing blaster bolts going past, like people shooting in your direction.
Oh, at these things?
Well,
Do we think?
it's not just these. Even the ones around you, there's way more. Like there's
Oh, okay.
just kind of encircling the area. So
Okay.
there's just blaster fire kind of just going everywhere, and you're kind of getting in the middle of it.
Cool. Cool.
Lizardo,
Can I look around? And I want to identify, like, try to identify if there's anyone amongst the crowd of civilians and VIPs that's like getting singled out or targeted.
no, as far as
Nearby.
you can tell, the actually roll perception.
Sure. Okay. Finding sites here and there. Okay. And sorry, what difficulty?
Probably like 1.
1 success, 2 advantages.
Okay. So it seems like, you're not sure, but it seems like they're opportunistic. The dark bays seem to be just attacking whoever gets in the way. They do appear to be focused on on encircling the area, but it doesn't, whether that's their plan or they're being driven there by some external force, you can't really tell.
Okay. Then maybe I'll consider that my turn since I was spending my time scanning the battlefield.
No problem. I'm going to cut over to Bruce for a second here. So Bruce, it's dark, the power's out in the headquarters, but it's not hard for you to find, some kind of...
And on my way, because like I'll remember that they don't like light, so I'm gonna try to find whatever light sources I can and just start like
tons of like flashlights,
flick them on, and
nothing's gonna turn on because the whole grid was on a circuit.
But if we have anything that's like battery powered or something, like emergency lights and stuff,
and things you can do.
Yeah.
But you're going to hear perhaps a little bit of gunfire, and then from downstairs, and maybe a shout or two, and then some thuds that seem to be coming upstairs.
Well, I'm going to be pretty single focused on trying to get this noise generating in the biggest area that I can.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure how to do that. I'm hoping Bruce would know better than me.
Well, you know where the the security room was. You went to it last time,
right? Yeah.
That would also be they would also have access to all the intercoms and everything, because they're the ones that have to give out emergency warnings and stuff like that.
Okay. So am I pretty confident that would still work?
You're confident probably wouldn't, but you're still welcome to try.
Okay, so
because the security equipment for sure would have been on.
Yeah. So how do I find something that wasn't on that I can use?
Perhaps in, I don't know, there's
shuttle bay or something.
Well, a storage room just might have had extra speakers or something like that. You might be able to try to rig together.
Okay. Because if I'm pretty confident that the security and alarm system isn't going to work and didn't have a backup of some form,
yeah, you can assume there's going to be more speakers and stuff.
Then I'm gonna go hunting for kind of the whatever my best guess at where I can find a speaker
downstairs for sure.
Okay,
where they're more likely to find them.
But that's where I'm heading.
Coming from.
That's where I'm headed.
All right, and so you're gonna get to the door that leads down the stairs.
This is how Bruce dies.
I'm just telling you, this is also where the holding cells are.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So you might hear some heavy breathing, trudging up towards the door from the other side.
Oh, this is going to be my best friend, isn't it?
Do they really not have something in case there's a power outage for?
Some buildings did. You actually saw some buildings had lights go back on after it went out.
I would have really thought that the holding cells would have been one of those buildings.
You'd have thought so.
The Caleri did not design anything well. Well, I've gotta try to save as many people as I can, right? So I'm trying to get to that sound system. I don't even know if this is a good idea. That's the problem.
Okay, so you're gonna open that door.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
All right, so you throw the door open, and you're going to see some big, kind of mini rancor-like eyes looking up at you from the stairs, and he's gonna get a wide grin. He's
The
gonna say,
Ruathi, I'm guessing.
yeah.
All right, Carl's gonna shoot him.
Okay. Let me pull up his stats here real
Wait,
quick.
is that my friend?
Yeah.
At least he doesn't have his clubs, right?
Oh man, Brady
Oh my
Johnson.
gosh.
So I've got my stick and my drone. Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm hoping there's other guards around too that'll help me.
Well, you might notice down the stairs there were a couple.
Well, hopefully he's injured then. All right, the inaugural.
Why did we
roll-
split up the party again? Whose idea was this?
The one who's gonna die.
Well, I thought the doors on these cells had physical locks.
No, this
But-
was a force shield.
That was my mistake.
I assumed that people would know how to have a prison in a
No.
futuristic setting
Well-
where EMPs are a thing.
Yeah. Remember, this is a temporary building that was constructed. They're actually working on developing the real headquarters.
Enough of your
That's fair.
excuses, Bryant. What do I roll against?
All right, so you're rolling it. What you're doing, it's close range, so just be one difficulty.
Okay. 5 successes.
Oh, okay. So what's your total damage there?
So it says damage 2, so I'm guessing that's 7 damage.
Yep.
There you go.
And he's dead.
Bruce has the ability to attack now.
Hooray.
All right, sorry. I keep pulling up the wrong page. Okay, so
And
7
so-
damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will have you know that I am carrying my staff, which is my normal staff, because I still didn't take my electro quarterstaff because that would have been smart. Which means I have a defensive 1 on my staff.
Okay. All right, so I'm just calculating his health here. All right. So the drone shoots him. Now, the good news is he's not wearing his heavy clothing, like he had kind of an armored, like heavy robe on before. That's been taken. He's kind of in his his underwear right now, basically. His Rancor underwear. So he doesn't have that protection, but he's still very big and bulky. So you'll see that the laser off the droid will hit him. Maybe let's say in the chest or something. We'll have a little bit of a scorch there, and he might get a little bit of a jolt, but doesn't seem to slow him down.
Excellent. That's what I
In
wanted.
fact, if anything, he seems to grin wider. And he doesn't have his clubs.
But I can use a maneuver, right?
You can.
I am going to go into a defensive stance.
Okay.
So I am upgrading the melee difficulty against me.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So he's going to come up. He's just going to try to slug you as hard as he can.
Okay. So just to confirm, I have 2 melee defense plus defensive 1, plus I'm increasing the difficulty against it.
Okay, so basically 3, is that 3 black dice plus an extra purple?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you hit me, I have parry.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's see. All right. Okay, so he can attack twice, but then he takes even more black dice. So he's going to do one big solid punch.
I've done the best I can to make Bruce into a tank.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't believe that all my warm words weren't enough to crack his shell and overcome this violent streak.
Hopefully my tiny little laser will be. It's
Yeah.
like this drone is like this big and it just has like this little micro gun on it. It's like pew, pew,
Okay.
pew.
Pew, pew.
So,
Death by 1,000 cuts.
It's like a
so
bee
Bruce,
fighting
his
an
fist
elephant.
connects
Okay.
hard. So he just thud like right in the chest. It knocks. Well, I don't know if you don't really breathe. It doesn't knock the wind out of you, but it definitely hurts.
It knocks the stars out of him.
All right, so it's going to be 5 plus.
That's a lot of successes after
Well,
all of that
he rolled 2
defense.
successes, and so it's 7 total damage.
All right, I take 1 wound. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so your leathery skin absorbs a lot of the fact you don't breathe He was trying to knock the wind out of you. Didn't do that.
Yeah. So I will use my parry. So parry, if I understand correctly, I can take up to 3 strain to reduce the damage by 3, kind of thing.
Okay. All right. We'll just alternate back and forth. We can do one more round, then I'll skip back to them for a second.
Yeah, I just want to double check. So when my character suffers a hit from a melee combat attack, after damage is calculated, but before soak is applied, your character may suffer 3 strain to use this talent to reduce the damage of the hit by 2 plus their ranks in parry, which I have 1 rank in parry.
Okay.
I can use this once per hit, but my character needs to be wielding a melee weapon, which I technically am because I have a stick.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. So you get your stick out in front, deflect a lot of the force.
Yep.
All right, excellent.
Okay, so I'm attacking him back again.
Okay.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, well, it's up to you.
All right. 1 success and 3 advantages.
All right.
So, this is so odd for me. So it's 3 damage.
Yeah.
And now I have no idea what I do with all of this advantage. I've never rolled this well in a combat.
I'm sorry, how much did you roll in the attack?
1 success, so it'd be 3 damage.
3 damage total. Okay.
Yeah. Which is probably going to do nothing to him.
No, he's too beefy.
I guess you could recover some of your strain if you took strain.
Oh, I've taken a lot of strain. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I am going to... I will give 1 blue dice to myself by having the lasers distract him and put him off kilter.
Yeah,
right.
Some suppressive fire there from little Carl.
Yep. And then I'll use the other 2 advantage to relieve some strain, and then I'm going to maneuver to go into a defensive stance again.
Okay. All right. He's like chortling to himself.
Well, he still gets 3 black dice and an extra purple against me.
Yeah, he's got it. Oh, so he takes another swing, but the drone's like kind of trying to shoot him like around the face and eyes area, and so he's kind of trying to deflect those as he's punching. So he swings. It comes up just short.
Aha!
Yay!
I haven't died yet.
You know what would be amazing? Okay. Oh. I was going to say an amazing story point thing would be Robin wakes up and joins your fight.
Yeah, I'll do that for a story point.
Ooh.
But
I'll think about it for next round, right? You're switching back to the other 2?
Okay, yeah, let's go back to you 2 for a couple rounds here.
Sure.
So you guys are heading towards the crowd. You can hear there are some dark bays coming from the other directions, but they seem to primarily coming from yours and the west. Heavy fires coming out in your direction. They're obviously not targeting you, but you're kind of in the crossfire at the moment, as the guards around the public seating are shooting at the dark bays.
Well, Pocket, should we use our maneuvers to get closer to the crowd? Maybe we can gather people around us into our bubble of safety.
Yeah, maybe we can just pick these guys off, have a shield, and we just start shooting, and I can flashbang some of these and stuff like that.
Yeah.
See who else has guns.
Let's do those things.
Okay. I guess we'll probably go up to there's guards there, I guess, so we'll probably have to run up there and.
Yeah. So.
And the closer, I guess, people are to us, the more hopefully effective that emitter will be to help protect a lot. Although it's 1,000 people.
It's a few thousand actually.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Quite a large area, and they're panicking, right?
It's more than
you'll see some of them are jumping those little kind of the black metal fences that are just circling the perimeter. People will be kind of jumping those, trying to get out and running for safety. Some of them will make it to other buildings and getting inside, but some of them you'll see getting caught and torn down as they're running in the darkness. The guards have, again, they've encircled the area and they're trying to just shoot the dark bays as they're coming. As you're coming in, they're not seizing fire. In fact, if anything, they're shouting at you to get in there so you're not blocking their views.
Okay, maybe we should go prone and crawl towards them.
Yeah, I guess we can duck a little bit.
Some of the dark bay around you will start getting hit from this crossfire.
I might yell like, "Does anybody have a working communicator? Did anybody turn their communicator off like they were supposed to?"
Well, a lot of them would have, yeah. In fact,
So I'm wondering. Okay.
but a lot of them that did, a lot of them probably are now in the hands of security. You are going to see a lot of security personnel in their comms talking. And in fact, if you might want to roll perception here.
Okay. Okay, and I think I get some sort of advantage on perception. Oh no, that's just with heightened awareness. Oh wait, no, I have uncanny senses. What does uncanny senses do again?
Isn't that the one where if somebody's in range, they get 2 extra blue dice or something like that?
That's heightened awareness.
Oh.
Uncanny senses. Oh yeah, I just get 2 bonus die for perception checks. So
Okay.
that means so I get 2 bonus die, and then I get that's cunning, so that's 3. Any difficulty?
No.
Okay. 3 success, 3 advantage.
Okay, yeah, so that's pretty good. So you can hear, as you're approaching the crowd, the nearest guards, you can hear one of them, look like one of the officers on his communicator. And basically you just overhear that the storm shield has gone down. So he's trying to call for backup to get more people to come and help. But not only are other parts of the city also being attacked, the storm shield has gone down. So a lot of the forces are being sent out to try to do repairs. Because, you know, that's considered more urgent even than the Dark Bay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm wondering, like, oops, sorry. I was like trying to open this. Maybe that was a bad idea. Okay. What I'd like to do is see if we can at least get this emitter somehow hooked up to the comms. So I don't know if it's possible to again emit the sound through comms as well. Is that a thing?
Well,
Does that make sense?
Bruce would know.
Oh God.
Yeah, where is that guy? Should one of us go get him?
I mean,
I would be like,
they
let's
have
use our comm to
Hylar.
ask him, and he's like
There would
fighting.
be some Hylar here. If you want to ask one of them.
Yeah, maybe that would be good. Yeah, I'd like to ask
Okay.
Hylar, like, hey, they don't like this sound. If we can get this somehow rigged up to the comms, maybe we can emit louder, further, a little
What is
bit,
this?
at least here. This emitter, this thing, you can't hear it because it's super high pitch, but they don't like it. The doggies.
Okay, so he'll probably, you go approach one of the Hylars, so it's kind of like a fish in a kind of a mech suit tank, and they'll kind of look out at the Dark Bay, and they'll probably notice even the ones nearby, or as they approach you guys within a certain area, seem to be cringing and being more hesitant to come forward. That doesn't mean occasionally one doesn't break free and get shot, but for the most part, yeah, okay, I can see. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. So he'll grab your emitter, grab a comm, start fiddling. This might take a few minutes. So
Okay.
while that's happening, let's go back to Bruce. I think you're at the top of the round here. We can't hear you.
You muted?
That's because my mic is muted.
Ah, I see.
Now that it isn't, I'm sure you can hear my wonderful voice.
Yeah.
What?
Is there any way I can like break by this? Because like the speakers I'm looking for are not in the brig, right?
No, the storage rooms would just be down on the same level.
So I kind of have to get through them, right?
Yeah. There might be other ways down. There's probably service entrance or service elevator.
Probably a bit late now, isn't it?
Oh, it's up to you.
You can climb through the air ducts.
You've kind of put me in this situation, haven't you, Bryant?
Yeah.
Put me in this situation where Carl's going to shoot the guy.
Okay.
2 successes and 5 advantages. Oh, I forgot the blue dice. 2 successes, 5 advantages, and a single blue dice that I forgot to roll.
Okay. Going to add your blue die.
Yeah. Another advantage. Okay, so 2 successes and 6 advantages.
Okay.
Ooh.
So the total damage won't be enough to do much to him, but what do you want to do with all that advantage?
I'm gonna crit him once.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and roll on the critical injury table?
I can't like just do more damage with that, can I? Just make him die.
No, sadly. But enough critical injuries, you'll start stacking until he dies.
Okay, so it's 4 for a crit, so I'll use the 4 to do a crit. That's a D100. I got a 41.
Okay.
So that happened. It was 4 damage to him. just from the successes in that. And then I guess with the other 2, I will give myself a blue dice for next round, and I will heal 1 strain.
Okay.
And still going in my defensive stance.
I'm just looking for my oh, there it is. My injury table. So 41. Oh, interesting.
He just dies.
No, but
That's the secret one.
Just straight up. That was the right number. Hooray for me.
It might be helpful though.
And I think like
no, so it shoots him. It doesn't seem like it downs him, but he's standing on the stairs and he's not especially on balance. So again, he's trying to block these blows from your drone. And he ends up falling backward and falling down the stairs. He's kind of just lying flat at the bottom right now.
Okay, then I might have to use a maneuver to run from him instead of defensive stance.
Okay.
So running from him. Yeah, I know the base way better than he does.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use that to my advantage, and I'm going to take off and sprint away with my little droney friend.
And where are you headed?
Probably out away from him and finding another path down to the basement.
Okay, so your best would be the service elevator. So this is when they have large equipment or furniture that gets stored downstairs. They have to bring it up and down on kind of a big fat elevator, right?
I do like the idea of you jumping over him in the stairwell and being like, psych!
I could do that, actually. Yeah, let's do that. That's way stupider. I'm going to jump over him. Yeah, I'm going to go past
you're just going straight down. Okay, that's good because otherwise the elevator's not working anyway.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be. Yeah. When you said that was the other route down, I'm like, Brian's going to screw me over that way. Let's do the stupid thing.
All right. No problem. So he's kind of surprised, and you can when he falls, trying to recover himself, and you just run down. He's big, but lying flat, it's not hard for you to just like jump over him and keep going.
Yeah.
So for his turn, he's just standing up and coming after you.
I'm going to also close doors and knock over things on my way.
Okay.
This is a true chase scene.
Yeah. Let me just roll something for him.
I'm nimble for an 8.5 foot tall bat.
You got wings to help you balance. And
I'm really not nimble. It's a bad idea.
Oh my goodness. So you're closing the doors as you go by. Does not even slow him down.
Oh, good.
Just running through the walls.
Wonderful.
Basically leaving like cartoon outlines.
Wonderful.
He's basically Juggernaut.
Wonderful.
He rolled a triumph and a couple successes. Yeah.
Have I died yet?
No, he hasn't caught you. It's just your obstacles are doing nothing. The problem is he doesn't move any faster than you do. It's just you can't stop right now.
That's not a problem for me. I shoot with my drone brain.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
can you have your drone shoot him while you're running then?
I assume so.
Well, it's an action, so you can still use this maneuver to run.
Yeah, so I can shoot with my drone and then run away, right?
Yeah.
I mean...
But your drone, remember, your drone is going to stay there, though, if you don't move it with another maneuver.
Oh, right. Oh, Mr. Droney. That's okay. I think I have to. I have to shoot this guy.
Yeah, it might be worth it, because it would just give you strain, right? So it might be worth it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, Bryant.
Okay.
It's really working.
The old shoot and run.
The old shoot him and run.
Yeah.
That's Pocket's favorite game.
4 successes, 1 advantage, and a triumph.
Oh wow.
So it's
okay, so first of all, damage.
So it's 6 damage then.
Okay. So that seems to have charred him a tiny bit.
I'm going to use my 1 triumph to shoot his arm clean off. So he can't punch me anymore.
Okay, well we have to do a critical injury roll.
All
you have to add 10 to that.
All right, fine. We'll do it your way by the rules instead of the fun way where I just don't die. 79 for the critical injury.
Okay, so it's with the plus 10 already?
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so 79. Oh, okay. So
both his arms shot
this guy again. He's putting his arms up over his head.
Classic mistake.
Yeah, but he's stalled enough. You get another free shot on him.
I get another free shot.
Use the exact same roll. You get a free shot. Yeah.
The exact same, like I get the same exact
Just
same.
roll whatever you just rolled again. I mean, you might get different results. You don't get the automatic,
Oh darn. Okay.
Come on.
2 successes, 3 advantage. So 4 damage, and then the 3 advantage, which is not quite enough for a critical. So
No,
it's
we wanna
the
do that, though.
it's the heal 2 strain and give myself a blue dice,
Okay. And then you're booking it,
and then I'm booking it,
and you're using an extra maneuver to move the drone.
of course.
Okay. So that's 2 strain there.
Yeah. Well.
So you're going to get to the storage doors. Again, this is one that would have been magnetically locked, but the magnetic locks have all been shut down.
Sweet. Cool.
Well, it's good in that you can open it easily enough.
But so can he.
But so can he. Not that he needs to open it, apparently.
Apparently not. I think I have to just keep like running this guy around in circles.
Okay.
I don't think I can stop and set up a giant speaker system and do this while this guy is
It's
beating me
basically
to
a
a pulp.
rounded area, like a square. Let me just roll.
We're just gonna circle it.
Eventually, somebody's gonna start getting tuckered. I just.
It's me.
Well, I don't know if stamina is his jam. Really, I'm gonna take a look here. I think this would just be resilience is no. It's definitely gonna be his advantage here.
Yeah. So are we actually at a situation here where like everybody else in the base is dead and nobody's coming to help me?
There were a few guards. There's still people upstairs. The few guards that were downstairs, you can see their bodies lying in various spots.
Can I like message the communicators of the guards upstairs and be like, help, psychopath on the loose?
Yeah. Well,
Bring guns.
To be honest, the Clearys that didn't go to the funeral, right?
Yeah. Help, psychopath on the loose. Bring guns.
Okay. Where? You might.
Basement. Save me.
Coming.
Bruce needy assistance.
Let's see how many people answer your call.
Do I have to make a leadership roll? God damn it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm just trying to figure out a difficulty.
It's 0.
It's based on the number of people. Let's do 2. So it's
2
harder, but it gives
difficulty?
you a better chance of getting more people. We'll say there's I think it's probably 20 to 30 people potentially coming down.
Whoa, that'd be great. Oh no. Bruce.
Here lies Bruce. He was a good Imperium. 3 failures.
What? Okay. So okay, you won't get a yes where. You'll get a sorry, got bigger problems.
Oh, you sure mine's bigger?
Yeah,
all right,
ours
cool.
is right here.
So what now?
As long as you're double moving, he won't catch you, but you will get tired before he does.
Okay, so do I just keep shooting him then?
I guess.
Is this what we're doing?
Keep
We're just
shooting.
Benny
Oh
Hilling.
no,
with-
because the next time we're going to start doing resilience rolls.
Oh, okay. Well, but that's next time, so I get to shoot him this time,
Just
right?
One more time. But you're taking 2 strain every time this happens as well.
Yes, but I've rolled enough advantage that I'm
Yeah.
healing 2 strain every
Fair
time
enough.
it happens.
So we'll give you another shot, and then we'll do a resilience roll.
All right, 3 successes, 4 advantages, so that's 5 damage and another crit for him.
Okay.
Crit.
And now I'm adding 20 to the crit roll,
Yep.
and that's a 48. That's not great. Oh, but that knocks him over.
Let's double check.
This is the worst fight.
It's not the worst, actually. It's
Yeah,
kind
it could have been way worse. I think knocking him down the stairs helped a lot, actually.
Running for my
48?
life helped a lot.
Oh. Yeah, he kind of winces and grunts and rubs his head, but it has no other apparent effect on him.
Oh, good.
You gave him a migraine.
He's
Yeah.
dazed.
He's like,
He's dazed, but
yeah,
he's too stupid to
He's
realize.
still chasing you. Mechanically, what it does is it increases any cunning checks difficulty that he has.
Oh,
to do.
yeah.
Not really an issue right now.
Fair. All right.
Run and go. Okay, so why don't we each do a resilience check? We'll start with difficulty 1 for now.
Okay, so difficulty 1 resilience check. Because I'm good at resilience. Because I'm so resilient. Oh, why is that Braun? I have that for that check, and I got 2 successes.
Oh, okay, good. So
Yeah.
he's also does not seem to be having any issues. So he's probably grumbling and yelling at you like, slow down and fight like a man, you twit. That sort of,
I don't respond because I don't have a communicator.
yeah.
I thought you did.
I'm gonna do,
I pretend not to.
I'm going to do another roll for him for something else, but then we're going to cut to Pockets and Lizardo before we find out what that does.
Oh, good.
Maybe whether or not he keeps chasing you and tries to leave. Yeah.
He just turns to go in the other direction, hoping to like head me off at the pass.
All right. Is he smart enough?
His cunning checks. He fails his cunning checks.
Yeah.
All right, so Pockets and Lizardo. So the as Bruce is just kind of running around in circles in the basement, you guys, the Hylar gets this together. He manages to hook up your emitter to one of the communicators and cranks the volume to max. You'll hear a loud wince from dark bays in the area. And again, more of them, maybe like a slightly larger berth. Even the ones that are kind of holding off at the perimeter might wince and kind of back up a little bit more.
Cool.
Which is actually kind of
Let's shoot
nice
him.
because the people shooting at them, they're kind of sitting ducks. They are trying to dodge and evade at this point. In the meantime, you're going to start seeing they're trying to make the guards are trying to make a pathway towards the exchequer's offices because that's the closest building. And they're trying to usher the VIPs, the council members and stuff like that, and any children and stuff in that direction. But it's not there yet. Like they're trying to form a funnel.
Okay.
Not yet formed a funnel.
Yeah, like I don't know how many communicators have the sound going, but if we can somehow
Well, you
broadcast
only have
that.
one emitter. That's the only problem.
But how many comms or we can only hook up one emitter to
Yeah,
one
he's
comm.
got that emitter
Okay.
hooked up to that comm.
Okay, so it's not something like where if we are talking, we can. How do the comms work then? Because can you emit a message to multiple people?
Yeah. Oh, you want it going out? Everybody's working comms. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that message to the panicking crowd. Do you want to make
Sorry,
a
what?
leadership role?
Well, what I want to do is get this noise
Send-
going to everybody's comms.
Yeah.
Set
Yeah.
everybody else's comm frequency to be picking
But
up.
do you mean
the
leadership?
emitter,
Are we
Well, you
trying
need
to
to send a
convince them?
message to get people to attune to this.
Oh, okay.
comm.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. I can do that, and I'll
This is
just
going
be
to be
like,
this is going to be a hard leadership though, because people are panicking. And most of the people with working comms are now the security detail who are talking to like their superiors and stuff.
and it's presence, which I'm very good at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think I
Well,
have
give it a
anything where I
try.
can. Yeah.
Brian, all I have to say is if you make this basement trip fruitless for me, I'm going to be upset.
And so it's 3 purple.
Yeah.
A hard. We'll see. Maybe
Okay, so
1
you can
success,
come-
3
what do you-
threats.
Sorry?
Nice.
1 success, 3 threats.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and tell me, what did you say?
So it's probably like, tune into this frequency. It scares them away, pisses them off. Do it, and then you can shoot him in the face.
Or the back.
Okay. All right. So you hear a murmur of a chord as people are looking around. They don't know who's talking. But they'll turn to it and you'll overhear most of them. I'm just going with the 3 threats now. Most of them just think nothing's happening. So they're just switching back to their other channels.
No. Most of them?
Yeah. Well, they don't, they turn to the channel you said, nothing's happening as far as they know. Right. So they're like, okay, well, never mind. Hey, boss, sorry about that.
Tis a cruel god, our GM.
You can't hear it. Ah!
All right. And back to Bruce real quick.
I take a strain from the sheer just frustration with
Yeah,
humans,
okay, fair enough.
people in general.
Bruce, he
Hi.
stops chasing you. You hear him thundering up the stairs after the next pass. So you run by the stairs again. It's kind of a circular area.
He left me alone? He just
But
leave?
he apparently just got annoyed and he ran upstairs.
I win!
Persistence pays off.
I go get speakers.
Yeah. No, I was rolling his like willpower to see if he'd like do the sensible thing or just be so enraged he kept chasing you. So,
All right, I'm gonna get into that speaker room, and I'm going to jerry rig like the best surround system that you can out of the worst parts imaginable.
They do have fairly large speakers because these are designed so they do have like for emergency scenarios. They have speakers where they can go and speak to large crowds. And large crowds. So you can get some nice heavy speakers set up. And of course they're off sitting in storage, so they haven't been burned out.
Okay, while I'm setting this up, I want to also message people upstairs and see if I can get anybody down to help me carry this thing up, telling them specifically it's going to emit a frequency that will fend off the Dark Bay.
Okay. I would say you're going to get a quick message in reply. Somebody says, on my way. It's cut off by a grunt and a thud.
Hate that guy. Bruce has never wanted to genocide a race more. All right. What do I roll to set up this speaker system?
I would say this is an easy mechanics check.
An easy mechanics check?
It's not hard to do.
Surely you're going to pass it.
Well, we'll see.
Not now that you've said that, I won't. What is my mechanics now? Oh, it's just 4 yellow. And does this count as me making something so I can use my inventor as well?
No, you're just wiring it up.
All right, fine. 4 successes and 3 advantages.
Okay, easy to do.
Can I use the 3 advantages to recover some strain because I am now very, very happy that I don't have to keep
you're
running?
You're not being chased. You're able to catch your breath while you're just wiring this up. This is very familiar, very comfortable territory. Okay, this is like preschool to you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is like
I did this when I was 150. Exactly. This is old stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're doing that. You get the speakers going. Are you leaving them in there and cranking?
No, I gotta try to bring them out, right? Because they're still just speakers. It's not like it's gonna go through the whole everything, right?
So they're quite heavy. So dragging them out. Oh well, actually they'd be wheeled, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, they'd probably be wheeled because of their size.
The stairs are gonna suck, but
well, you could try. Now the freight elevator will have no power. Yeah, you'll have to try to get them up the stairs. Do you want to do an athletics roll? Let's say difficulty 2.
I don't want to, but you're telling me I have to. Yeah, athletics difficulty 2. If you make me break this thing, I swear I got 1 advantage. That's it. Okay. That's the whole roll on that.
Okay. So yeah, getting up the stairs is a little too much for you, but with your advantage, you can get it set up next to the intercom system.
Oh, okay. But the intercom system isn't working, so that won't work at all.
No, that's true. Yeah.
So thanks for all your genius ideas. With my 1 advantage, can I see somebody running by and be like, please help me?
Sure. Yeah, so actually, to be honest, I'll let you do that. The guy's going to run down, shut the door. And he'd be like, holy crap, there's some thing upstairs killing everybody.
Yeah. But also Dark Bay. And this will help against them.
All right.
The big doggy things?
Yeah.
The big sound. The big sound make the big doggy thing run away.
So you need this what?
I need this upstairs. I've been running for a while. And I'm very tired.
Do you want to roll a D6 for me?
Oh God, is this how many times this
no, I just want to know
who
you ran into here.
It's Pasha. He woke up.
Oh, please, somebody strong.
Little Pasha.
Roll the 1.
Okay. So it's a little Israel fellow. Oh, I'll do my best, sir.
Here lies Bruce. He was a good Imperium.
Okay.
Wanted to do what was right.
We'll get this. Don't you worry.
He died from sheer disappointment. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll sing at your funeral. What do you want me to say in the song about you?
Oh, I don't know. Just give my body to the Rawathi. I've had enough.
Rare wines with Rawathi fodder.
He's weaker than you are.
Good. But by our powers combined, we are Captain Planet, right?
Yeah, maybe. You know what? For a story point, there might be a hydrolift down here.
No, screw you.
You might need that story point later. You never know.
Refuse.
Hey,
So can him and I combine our strength to drag this thing up
yeah,
some
do you want to
stairs?
roll and just add a blue die for him?
All right, let's try this again. 1 success.
Okay.
Hey.
That's enough.
It is slow going. This is like one stair at a time. Boom. It's like moving a piano. As far as you guys, this is like moving a piano.
This is moving the earth, Bryant.
Yeah. In the meantime, you might hear more shouting, more thuds upstairs, but eventually something large and heavy storming out the front door as you're halfway up the steps.
Not my problem. Do what I can.
Let the Dark Bay get him.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder if the Dark Bay would. I guess we'll see.
He's made of meat. They would probably go for him.
All right. So eventually you're going to get this thing up the stairs. The front door has been smashed open.
Good. Let's point it out there and get this sound
There's going to be
going.
more bodies up here than there were when you were last up here.
Yep. That was bound to happen.
Yeah. The Dark Bay, luckily, are not hanging out in front of the door at this point. You can hear lots of howls, but they're more shrieks, they're more shrill and whimpery than they were when you came downstairs. Yeah, so you can set this up.
Yep. I'm gonna set it up.
All right.
Then I'm gonna see if I can find more speakers and amplifiers to make an even bigger sound
Okay.
system
All
out
right.
of a bunch of junk.
It's not a problem.
That'll
then-
be how I spend my afternoon.
Yeah. In terms of generator, they'll have like electric generators. You could probably just hook one of those up as well.
Mhm.
Just won't go through all the details. So you can get a few speakers hooked up, get it really nice. Slam it on. You don't hear anything out of the speakers, but boy, oh boy, do you hear a lot of shrill shrieks. Like it was loud before, but it's like these things are dying, right? And so Pockets and Lizardo, you're going to hear this all of a sudden as well. These dark bays that were already whimpering and already kind of starting to cower and looking very agitated. Just like they go, their eyes just go blood red. They just start shrieking and they start running around kind of in circles.
All right, boys, let's fire. Let's keep picking them off, I guess.
The fire continues. The fire continues. And you're going to see. Actually, do you want to roll perception again, one of you?
Yeah, I have pretty good perception, so.
Yeah, go for it, Pockets.
Well, maybe
I
not
think
the best. I don't have
Lizardo's
any.
view might be blocked by one of the Dark Bay right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get the 2 bonus die, so it's decent. Any difficulty?
Just 2 probably.
2 success.
Okay. You're going to see off in the shadows a large insect-like creature just kind of slinking off. The Dark Bay around him don't seem to be bothering him in any way. He's been kind of hiding, kind of just sitting on the sidelines in the shadows, and he kind of slinks off in between buildings.
Hmm.
Do we recognize the shape of this creature at all?
That would be a xenology, probably an easy xenology roll.
I mean, I got 2 intelligence. I can try.
You can give it a shot.
at least take some notes. You can ask me later.
2 success, 1 threat.
Okay,
Ooh,
perfect.
that'll do.
So it looks like kind of like the Sardak chef, but bigger. And not wearing a chef's hat. And instead wearing lots of guns and stuff.
Well, that sounds. Oh. Why are
Sounds
they looking?
suspicious.
But I would assume Sardak would be a friend, but maybe this Sardak not friend? I thought Sardak liked to taste Dark Bay.
Oh, they love eating Dark Bay. No, actually they don't. They like dog more. They'll eat Dark Bay. They eat them. This one, They're not a monolith, you know.
Lizardo, it looks like a Sardak that way, and Dark Bay are avoiding him. Should we go? Oh,
I'm still here, just my camera lost connection.
okay.
There we
Should we follow him?
go. Yeah, let's do it.
These guys are okay, right? Yeah, they'll be fine. They got the noise going through some of the comms. They'll be fine.
There are whimpering, angry Dark Bay between you and where he slunk off to.
Can I throw a flashbang to clear the way?
Yeah.
Flashbang.
Roll simple agilities. It's close range, so just a nice, easy agility.
Oh, I forgot it was agility.
Agility. Wait, what? Oh, there's not a skill called agility. That's just a characteristic.
It's like brawn and
sorry,
intellect. It's a
it'd be
or
a ranged light probably then, eh?
I think they were ranged light, yeah.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
that's
okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Which is why Bruce can't hit with them.
Difficulty 2?
1 actually.
1. 1 success, 2 advantages.
Okay, excellent. So the Dark Bay, in that range of your flashbang, they drop, right? Their eyes close, they drop to the ground. They're kind of just squirming on the ground at the moment. So are most of the guards standing around you that were shooting at everything.
Oops.
Close your eyes, I said. I told you all to close your eyes, right? Yeah.
You did
Okay.
not say to close your eyes.
Oh,
So anybody that was
I
aiming
thought
out
it.
this direction or looking in this direction is now gasping like, what was that? I can't see, you know.
Oops.
pockets, let's go.
Okay. All right. So you guys are running out into the darkness.
Yeah, why not?
Towards the place where the
Sardak.
Sardak slunk away to.
Yep. Okay. We're going to leave you there for a second. So Bruce,
Yeah.
you've got the speakers going.
Mhm.
What do you want to do next?
So the Rawathi has left, as far as I can tell.
Yeah,
and
you can't see where he is.
and the Dark Bay are not closing on me at all.
Not at this point. They're not around this building. They seem to.
Okay.
They're kind of slunked away to the farther reaches to your right and left. If you're looking out the front door.
Okay. If I've boosted the signal as much as I can, I would probably just aim to try to help some of the wounded that are around me.
Okay. You'll probably have a few. Some will be dead and torn apart. There will be a few of your fellow Kaliri's agents.
Yep.
And or some of the scientists from the lab as well.
I'm basically looking to stabilize as many as I can.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Actually, why don't you just do a general medical check?
Okay, just
So no difficulty, just kind of just see how well you're able to.
a medicine with no difficulty.
Yeah.
Ooh, are you sure you want to see that, Brian?
Yeah, I do.
Is this a wounds medical with no difficulty?
It'll be wounds, yeah.
Because I am a surgeon, you know. 6 successes and 3 advantages.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, so your expertise, you're able to triage everyone. Obviously, you can't treat everyone right away, but you're very good at determining, okay, this guy's got a severe head wound, we need to get him first. You're able to get everybody kind of set up in the medical area. And it's still dark, so you're using artificial lighting. The equipment's not working, but with your hand suit, your basic sutures and painkillers, and the lab full of stim packs and things.
Can I like duct tape a flashlight to my drone and just have it float over me so I can see better?
Oh yeah. Some of the people might even be healthy enough to just do that for you. So
Carl likes to help.
Yeah, Carl likes to help. Okay. So you're doing surgery, or you're doing some patching up. For now, this area is clear. The Dark Bay are avoiding the building. You are still going to be hearing screams coming off from a few blocks over.
I'll tell people who around me who are still like mobile and active to try to secure this area, make this into like a home base or something, like a defensible point, and bring the wounded in if you can, and I'll treat them as I can.
Yeah, so I think the first order of business is some of them will try to start barricading that front door because it's been destroyed at this point.
Set up a perimeter around the speakers,
door
right?
as the main entrance.
Yeah.
Okay. Pockets and Lizardo. So you're running in between these two buildings. So you're kind of next to, in between two of the embassies, but I don't think it matters which ones. We'll just say it's like the Muwat and the Nalu embassies. In between the buildings, it's kind of narrow, and this is kind of where you saw that figure creeping off. Do you want to roll perception just to follow him?
Sure.
Actually, is it survival? I always get which game I'm in mixed up a little bit. Is there a
survival? I have a survival.
If it's survival, then it's that one. Yeah, roll
Okay.
survival, please.
I got 2.
We'll do
that.
2 difficulty.
2. Wait, cunning. That's 1 green. Not 2. Okay. 4 successes, 2 threats.
Okay. So success-wise, he's easy to follow.
He's a big bug.
Big guy, lots, and it's actually stone ground, but you can kind of see where he's been kicking over like rocks and stepping on plants that are growing up through the cracks of the rocks and things like that. Pretty easy to trail. As far as the 2 threats go, you follow down into kind of like a dead-end alley between a couple of the other embassies, and you look up and he's standing there with this massive gun pointed at you. And he says, "Goodbye, Kaliris."
Why?
No, it's customary to say hello when you first encounter somebody, right?
Yeah, right. We don't even know this guy.
Well, do you want to roll initiative?
Yay!
Is that cool, or what's the other one?
Vigilance.
I don't think we were expecting it, right?
No, I think he kind of surprised you here, so let's do vigilance.
It's a vigilancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I have to bring up his stats.
Ooh, I can suffer strain to add success.
God, this is not going to be good.
And I'm assuming I'm not there, so
You are not here.
I'm not rolling anything.
No.
I had
All right,
my
I got
fight.
a 1.
I had my comment. You guys have your fun now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta find his stats. I don't know where I put them.
I guess this doesn't have any.
Oh,
You just fight him and defeat him.
it's fine, Brian. Yeah, he's got 1 soak, 3 health. He rolled really bad on that, and one green for brawn and 1 red actually.
Oh no, it's
for
okay. I found
agility.
it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh.
Do you mind if I make a quick bathroom break?
I don't
and
mind.
come back? Okay. And again, it was just a 1 for initiative for me.
Yeah.
Wait, initiative? Is that what it's called?
I'm gonna take one too. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Sure.
Okay, hold on. That's good because I have to paste this in my document here because I forgot to put it in this document. There. I found him. I found him, Matt. Don't worry.
Okay, I'll stop making up stats for him then.
Okay, good. Because his stats are way better than ones you were saying.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that they could have been better, right? Like better
Yeah.
is subjective. So just be honest with me. Was there absolutely any chance of me actually winning that fight?
No, his soak and his hit points are really high. I guess there's always a chance. The chance you had is you kept doing criticals on him. So eventually those criticals add up. Right?
So my computer's check to make these attack rolls is 3 yellows and a green.
Yeah, so I think that's actually kind of a neat feature because it's low damage, but the critical injuries really do stack.
Which is actually exactly what I wanted the drones to be, is really low damage because it doesn't
and really,
make sense
it was the
to be
drone
high.
knocking him down the stairs that kind of saved you. So
yeah, I really didn't know what to do at that point. I'm like, well, I didn't think I could run from him, right?
Well, yeah, he's not fast. That's the problem. He's very, very strong.
Yeah, I guess so. Also, I should do a medicine check on myself for wounds while the other people are away. If you're cool with that.
You seem fine. The Dark Bay aren't surrounding your building. The guy's left. That was the other thing. He was like, it was whether or not he was determined to kill you or actually do his job.
I became annoying enough as a target. Okay, so if I'm doing a medicine check on myself, I am above half of my wounds, so it is 2 difficulty, right?
If you've taken more than half your wounds damage.
I have not taken more than half.
If you're at less than if you're hurt less than half your health, it's 1 difficult. Oh, it's 2 for you because you're doing it on yourself.
Yeah, because I'm doing it on myself, right? Okay. I knew how to do this, and then I'm stupid. So I got 5 successes and 2 advantages, but I didn't actually roll the difficulty. So -2 threats is still 5 successes.
Yeah,
but
you heal 5 wounds.
Just a couple of advantages. So I'll take a couple strain off. Hey, and for the first time in 3 episodes, Bruce doesn't have damage on him.
Yay!
What?
I medicine checked myself because I'm not going back out there.
All right. So Matt, this might be just them for a little bit.
Yeah, all good.
Okay, but we'll keep you in on for critical rolls.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys are looking at. So you guys had 1 each, right?
Oh, I rolled two successes,
You
one
had 2.
advantage.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. And then his is. All right. So you're looking at a giant Nor, big insect-like creature with a massive carbine, pointed at you. But you guys get to go first.
Yay. I say Lizardo. Do you want to? Oh, actually, if I go first, I can use Quick Strike, which just gives me a little bit more attack.
Oh, and
My first
he does
shot.
have armored clothing on, so it's 1 black die for all your attack rolls.
Okay. What do you think, Lizardo?
Well, my only idea was to throw my last remaining flashbang first, but you can get quick strike off now. That'd be good.
Okay. Let's do that. So I'm gonna shoot him. I'm assuming we're pretty close range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then Quick Strike is it 1 or 2? It just gives me 1. Okay. Something anyway. Okay. And okay, so 1 difficulty and a black die, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I will aim as well. Why not? I think. Unless I want to do something else with my maneuver. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Okay, so 5 success, 2 advantages. So that would be 12 damage. Not enough advantage to do anything, I guess. But I will give Lizardo a bonus die. And
Oh, I forgot to say something too. Oh shoot, it's too late now for this shot.
okay.
Going forward, the 2 purple dice get upgraded to red dice when you're attacking him.
2 purple.
I mean, you're only rolling 1 purple, so that becomes red.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's supposed to
So
be red dice for this guy.
okay.
He just wasn't ready for that shot.
I guess. Oh wait. Add cover 1 strain. Location. Okay. I don't know what else to do with my other blue or my other advantage. I guess I have 1 strain, so okay, sure.
You heal
We'll
strain,
do that.
yeah.
I only had 1, but okay. I guess that is it.
All right. So yeah, you just open fire with your pistol. You get some nice good hits in there. Arrgh.
But tell me how you really feel.
Well, first let me tell you about my father.
Did you kill him when you were 2 or 3?
No, I loved my father.
Oh, that's nice.
But then when my mother left us, he was left a shell of a man. Okay, that's not happening. All right, Lizardo, you're up next.
Okay, I say we're the Clearies and you'd better drop it. But while I'm saying that, I'm moving towards him and preparing to punch him with my blast knuckles.
Okay, do it. Difficulty, remember they're both red though.
Okay.
You get my bonus die.
And you get a black die because of his armor.
So 1 black die. You said 2 difficulty?
It's 2 difficulty, both red dice. It's
And
2 red, 1 black, basically is your difficulty.
And I roll 4 yellows for my brawl.
Okay.
Oh, I got 3 successes altogether.
Okay.
And sorry, I gotta look at my sheet again. I think that was I said it was brawl plus 4 was how strong the blast knuckles are.
Brawn plus 4, right?
Brawn plus 4. Okay, so
So what's your brawn?
It's 4. So
it'd be
8 plus 3 successes.
Yeah.
All
So 11.
11.
Total.
Oh, and
What else do those things do?
I suffer a strain every time I hit with them.
Okay.
So I punched him, and then the blaster goes off, and I'm like, ow.
Okay.
I think that was more damage than Carl did through every one of my shots to that Rawathi.
Roman, he was going to shoot at pockets, but now you've gotten in the way. But he's gonna step back as a maneuver. He's gonna back up, so he's not shooting at you from too close. And you're gonna hear his carbine starting to work.
I tense my stomach muscles.
Just flex.
I take it like a brick wall.
Okay. She's got.
Gonna soak up
just
the bullets.
Just don't shoot me in the fungus.
One of those. Now, do you have armor? I forget. Does it take a black die?
Yeah, I got 1 ranged defense, 1 melee defense, and 5 soak value.
Okay, so you're taking a black die. That. How much is your soak?
5.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I'm beefy.
All right. So hold on. There's extra things he gets, so I just have to do a little calculation here. Okay. And 2 advantage. So Matt, do you want to just go ahead and roll on the critical injury table? So roll 2 D100.
2D100?
Sorry, just roll. I was going to say 2D10, but roll on the percentile table there.
I didn't want to do it.
Okay,
I didn't want to do it, guys.
5. Okay, so first of all, Lizardo is noticing that this is shooting slugs, like physical bullets, and your armor, your skin, nothing seems to be. They're just ripping right through you.
Ouch!
They ignore 5 soak. But the good news is they're low
God.
damage. So overall, you take 2, 3. Well, you take 6 damage, but it's unsoaked damage.
All right.
And then, sorry, what was that, Matt, on the critical injury table?
95.
What? Guys, you guys are so mean.
Why do you always roll so high for me?
Oh no. So Roman, I think you've had this before.
There goes that arm.
Yeah.
Or is it
this time it's not your arm. It's like torn through your torso and your stomach area. You just got these massive bullet holes. Every action you take takes a strain. It's a 3 difficulty injury.
What's it? Okay.
So he's just torn some holes in you there.
Every other episode, I just roll like absolute
Yeah,
garbage.
it's always against Roman. But I'm willing to bet Pockets is sitting silently thinking, "Oh, thank heavens."
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
You were initially, I thought he was going to shoot at you until Lazaro came up and punched him.
Well, that's good.
All right, that's okay.
Dear
Lazaro
God.
seems good, I guess. Well, it's back to the top of the round for you guys.
I don't know, Lizardo, do you want to? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess we both go before him anyway. But
Yeah, why don't you? We'll go in the same order. You can,
sure.
I'll make
So-
sure to sidestep a little bit so you can get a clear shot.
I forgot that I also have ambush now.
Ooh.
So this is a little interesting because it's like, so it says once per round while benefiting from cover,
Mm-hmm.
I can make the ambush maneuver. So I'd probably have to like maneuver to get.
Yeah,
To
so you'd have
cover.
maneuver
Maybe there's
to
a
get, like,
trash
behind
can
the
or
corner
something.
of the building. Yeah, though there's going to be like you could just go behind the corner around the corner
Yeah.
of the building or something.
So then I add damage equal to my stealth skill to 1 hit of the next successful combat check.
Okay.
But I have to be within short range.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So then with this too, so it says add damage equal to the stealth skill. So does that mean I roll
what are your
extra
ranks
die?
in stealth? No, you're just adding, you don't roll extra dice. It's just whatever your stealth score is, you're adding that to your total damage at the end.
So what would be my stealth skill? Because I have
How many ranks?
4 in agility. I have 2.
2, so 2.
Okay, so I just add 2 what?
You're gonna add
2 damage?
After you roll, we're gonna add 2 more to the damage.
Just a +2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But her stealth skill would be 4, wouldn't it? Is it the ranks that she has in it?
I'm pretty sure it would be rank. I could be wrong.
Or you can look it up if you guys want.
Yeah,
I'm not really in combat, so.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's the ability called? Ambush?
Ambush, yeah.
Okay, I'll have a quick look.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what the definition of.
Yeah, so I imagine when I hear stealth skill, I assume that's a ranks, but Matt could be right. That could be.
Yeah, because then it's like, I guess there's no reason to get ambush unless you have stealth then, which seems like it would be weird, right?
Yeah, ambush is something you would take if you had stealth, yeah.
Seems a little ambiguous because you should have like a default stealth value.
I'm sure it's really obvious to somebody out there that's not as dumb as I am.
So. You're not dumb.
Kind of want to wait for Bruce to check first.
Okay, well, you can roll your damage because it gets added on at the end anyway.
Right. Okay, so then is it 1 red or 2? Because if I'm short range,
1 red because you only have 1 difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then 1 black die. Okay.
But do you know what I can do and I'm going to do? Story point to increase difficulty, which will now make it 2 red. No. And don't forget to add the black.
Yeah, I got the black.
Okay. So I spent a story point. He's just so terrifying.
Okay,
and he's just shot up one of your best friends.
Yeah. You didn't have any advantage, Lizardo, right? You didn't give me any bonus die or anything?
No, I'm pretty sure I just that didn't roll any advantages.
Okay. Well, I'll take another strain just to aim. Just in case. Okay.
Good idea.
So if that's 2 strain to aim.
Why?
It's always 2 strain to aim. If you're using an extra maneuver, it's always 2 strain.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, I did get it. Ooh, I got some good rolls. How should I do this then? Okay. 2 strain. Oh, never mind. I don't have to roll anything. I was like thinking with strain. I'm like, oh, I got to roll something else. No, I don't. Okay, so I got all in all 3 successes, 2 advantages, and a triumph.
What you're saying is my 2 red dice didn't even help.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Didn't mean anything. I got with the red dice, all I got was threats. So,
okay.
Yeah, 3 threats.
I don't think
or said the red die.
Okay. So what's your total damage there? And then we'll add
total damage. So if we're counting, it would be 10 and then I guess +2 for now. If we figure out what this thing means.
It's irrelevant.
Oh, and then triumph as well. I don't know how we.
It's irrelevant. Don't worry.
Yay!
Yeah, it's inconclusive is all I can kind of find.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
We'll research that for next time. For now, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you see this guy just drill holes in Lizardo, and this ignites something within. Actually, you can describe it. We'll let you do it. Sorry.
I've already lost so much in this life. My best friend, Oogway, who probably knows me, probably knew me. They ruined, at least I got to finish my song at the funeral, but I've lost so much today. And they disturbed this beautiful ceremony for this beautiful, beautiful person. I'm so mad. And then he shoots my friend. Lizardo's been through so much too. So mad. You will not take another life.
Okay.
You tell him.
So the big Nor, now he's larger than other Norse soldiers you've seen. He's actually quite a big fellow. But he just you bam, 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 just shooting him down, and he just collapses in a slump. His big gun clatters onto the side, and he's just lying there sprawled. He's got like a kind of a big cloak, kind of an armored cloak. It's kind of sprawled out as he's lying there. Black ichor coming out of the holes in his exoskeleton.
Lizardo, let's take a step.
Well, I bet Pasha would like this gun.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, might like this cloak too.
Okay, so yeah, the cloak. The cloak is one soak, one armor. So it's like one
Actually,
defense and
Bruce
one
might
soak.
like this cloak.
Well, it's
I
probably
have
more his
that.
size.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
It's quite big, but yeah, he might have
Okay.
one.
Yeah, the Kaleri outfits that we have give one soak, one armor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I'm looking in this book for the gun stats when it's actually on the computer here. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you want me to give you this? You know what? I can copy paste those later. I'll send you guys an email.
Yeah, I could probably find it on the. Assuming it's on the.
Well, it's based on the Grazer carbine that Jana had. You know, from the Ashes of Power
Oh,
module.
yeah.
It's her carbine.
Hmm.
So. Yeah, it's really nice because the damage is low, but it ignores a lot of soak.
Sorry,
But
what was
it
the name
also
of
runs out of bullets pretty easy.
the? Okay.
It's like if you ever get 2 thread, it runs out of bullets.
Oh god.
Oh, it's not
Good
great.
thing I never roll threat.
All
right.
right. And then he has now something else you're going to find on him is a canister of some sort of bomb. It's unmarked, unlabeled. It looks like it's probably homemade.
Don't put it in your mouth.
A homemade paste.
Just start gnawing on it.
It's got kind of it's got a faint smell. I don't know how to describe the smell. Like, you know, like maybe like tacky Play-Doh or something.
Is this
It's not
like
a
a
nice
Like
smell,
a
it's not bad
a
smell.
plasticine.
Yeah, it has a definite odor to it, but it's not like a bad or good odor. It's just you can definitely smell something.
Well, now I definitely want to eat it if it smells like Play-Doh.
It's not salty though, like Play-Doh.
Does he have a journal on him with his grand evil plans?
Yeah, he has a bookmarked evil plan written in red. Big,
Today
bold
is the
red
day.
letters. Yeah,
Is step 3 profit?
yeah.
Yeah.
We should implant spores in his brain so we can ask him what he knows.
We got a story point. We got a story
Yeah.
point.
Well, yeah, you can. Well, you're probably gonna need Bruce if you want to try hauling the body. All I
Okay.
will say though, that you're still hearing screams and dark bray cries coming out from around the city.
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess we're not done.
So the council area, it has quieted down a little bit, right? Where you guys were just at the funeral. That area is a bit quieter now, but stuff's still happening in the city.
Let's leave a note on his body just saying, if found, return to pockets in Lizardo.
Yeah,
Cover him with a tarp maybe, and then
Okay.
we'll
Well,
go.
you can cover with his own cloak if you want.
your friendly
Sorry.
neighborhood Clearys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you shove him in a garbage can or something.
I have to be. Well, I guess if it's like one of those big
Yeah.
guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, at least push him over to the side so like
Yeah.
no one
But
trips.
which
Yeah,
day
yeah,
is
yeah.
garbage day? Do we
No.
know that? Because what if it's tomorrow?
Well,
carry
I'm
him
going to be
off.
honest. They might cancel garbage collection tomorrow.
But then it's
You,
gonna pile
you don't
up
know
and
that
stink.
though.
We don't know that.
It's I mean it's really a it's a necessary service.
But in the
The-
meantime, Lazaro, you're having difficulty. You're gasping for breath.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm perforated. I forgot.
Every step is like being punched in the stomach
By a bullet.
by a bullet.
Maybe we should.
The good news is there's no bullets inside of you because they seem to have gone straight through.
Let me check
Perfect.
my pockets, and I don't mean you pockets, but I'm gonna see if I have any stim packs.
I have 3.
Oh, maybe I should be checking my pockets then.
Check your pockets.
Yeah.
Just pick me up, turn me upside down, shake,
Yeah,
see what falls loose.
yeah. Give me one of these, please.
Okay, here you go.
Oh, thanks. I can feel the blood clotting.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels so good.
Well, the good news is this will help with the wounds. You still seriously need medical attention. So,
My body is being hung together by a few shreds of meat right
Yeah.
now. I'm fine.
uh,
I'm fine. Just don't have me walk or run. No,
All
I mean
right.
I can walk. It's fine.
I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad, Roman, he didn't get a second shot off.
Me too.
I'm glad I only had to roll the critical wound once.
Yeah.
Well, but let's take the gun with us for sure, because we don't want to lose that.
Oh yeah. You can carry the carbine. I mean, it's big, but it's not like superhuman big. You can carry it fine. And
Yeah,
Pasha
I'll-
shouldn't have too much of a trouble with it.
Is
I
it
have these, 2 new pockets in my body that I can fit it in.
Yeah.
is it a
Oh, that's
heavy
a little- yeah.
is it a heavy ranged?
Yeah, it's heavy. I think so.
Okay.
Let me double check it here. And it's not light. I imagine it would have to be heavy.
Yeah. I mean, I still have decent agility. I might be able to still use it a little bit.
Yeah,
I just
it's
don't have
ranged heavy, yeah.
I just don't have any ranks in heavy. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, it might be exciting for Pasha, though.
But
Yeah.
can we mount it to a drone?
No, it's going to take one mighty drone.
It definitely will turn into a Roomba then,
Yeah.
just skittering on the floor.
No, I'd pay full price for
Scraping.
the long range drone on
Oh.
that one.
Okay, so Lizardo, should we go back to the funeral and help out there a bit more, or
Yeah, we should try to save as many civilians as we can.
Yeah.
maybe one of the fish people have medicine to help your bleeding? Help that situation. Hylar, that's the word.
Maybe. Yeah. After your stim pack, at least I'm not in such a critical condition. I can probably be useful for at least 1 or 2 more fights.
Yeah. Just remember, every action, you take a strain.
Yeah, and my punches give me strain too, so they're gonna add up fast.
Yeah. All right. So when you get back to the square, you're going to see that the guards have managed to form a funnel to the front doors of the Exchequer building, the finance offices, and they're corralling everybody into there. There are still dark bay along the edges of the place, and occasionally they'll run in. There's few enough dark bay trying to charge in, and enough people with guns shooting back that they're not really making any ground at this point. So as long as you stay within the main group behind the guards, you should be okay.
Is that where they find me?
Did you go back there?
I thought we were kind of around that area.
You're close. But I think you're still in the headquarters though, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, okay.
So you're not far away, but yeah, you're not in the main funeral group.
So do they have a handle on the dark bay here then?
Yes.
So I'm wondering
So
if we
in the
would
square,
actually.
it seems to be under control, but you
Okay.
can still hear again screams and brays, howls coming from other parts.
Okay. Well, then I wonder if we would go back to the Cleary's base, because if everything here is handled and these people are safe now, we could go back there and meet back up with Bruce.
Yeah, I like that idea. He could be in trouble. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything. Bruce could be dead.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Come on, it's Bruce.
And
Bruce is a tough guy.
We gotta check on my friend Brady Johnson.
I got a stick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So heading back to the building again. You might have a couple dark bay nipping in and out, but they're avoiding you because you have the. Oh no, you don't have your transmitter anymore.
No, we do.
No, but the
'Cause I
whole
had the
area
emitter.
has the transmitter.
Yeah, that's right.
going.
He's got his speakers out. So yeah, they're off in the edges. You might still see some, but they're not going to come in. So you get to the door. The front door seems to be barricaded from the. It looks like it was smashed open, and then somebody's like pinned it shut, and it's barricaded from the other side.
Knock, knock, knock. Hello? Hello? I'm just jumping up.
Okay, who's there?
What's the password?
It's Pockets. Password is Killiri's 4 life, number 4.
Doors barricaded. We can't unlock it now. Go to the side.
Okay, fine.
All right. So you work around to the side door, which leads into kind of the office hallway. So this would be the door that probably Ilonis and the other commanders come in for work. So again, this would have been a secured door with a magnetic lock, but again, it's not working right now. But there will be a couple people at the door, other Cleary's agents that you may or may not recognize, that will let you in.
Hey, folks.
Hi. Quick.
Okay.
Hey, has anybody heard what's going on yet? In my mind, this is Jana. Let's say that this is Jana and
Okay.
The Brass Dunes Hakan lady. Forget her name.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not sure. Just there's a bunch of Bay. They were attacked. There was a giant Nor, and we killed him. We got his gun though. Look at this thing.
Oh, that's lovely. And she holds one up. She has the same model.
Cool, twins.
Great weapon.
And I don't know though. There's just a bunch of Bay, and I don't know if this Nor guy had anything to do with it, but he seems sketchy. But everybody at the funeral's safe. I don't know if we should go back out there though, but we need to figure out a way to.
Yeah, we need to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to get a hold of my commander at the moment, but he's not responding to his comm.
Yeah, all the like a lot of the comms got.
Yeah, anything that was turned on seems to have burned out.
Where was your commander located?
Well, he was at the funeral.
Well, we could probably get there if we wanted to.
Yeah.
So Brian, would the people at the funeral not have made their way back to the command center as a defensible position?
No, because as you've noticed, the command center is not the best defensible position.
Oh, okay.
Didn't they all go to the
They're going to the Exchequer's offices.
Yeah, so they're all in there now.
The older Lazak's buildings. So it's
okay.
Yeah, so that's a lot sturdy. Your offices, your headquarters, at this point is not a fortress. It's basically like they threw this up really, really quick to form.
Oh, okay.
So
basically
they're planning on building it much better, fortifying it. It just hasn't happened yet. You're still early days.
Okay, but we have made like a makeshift command center, haven't we? Like,
well, yeah,
like we're in it now, right? Like,
yeah.
So I would have expected that like the VIPs from the funeral would have made their way there already, right?
Well, they don't want to come here.
I'm confused. Are we not? So we're at the Exchequer office.
You're in your command center. It's just not a safe building.
No, we're at the Cleary space now with you.
That's what I mean. The Cleary's headquarters.
Yeah,
okay.
We came back to meet up with you.
Command center.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because like Bruce's strategy would be to set up some place and get everybody into that place, basically.
Yeah.
So
the most secure buildings in the immediate area are the Lazak's, the old Lazak structures.
Okay, then
the Galactic Council building itself, the Exchequer offices, where those are, and then some of a lot of the surrounding buildings, like some of the embassies, not all of them, will be built into these older.
Then we should be gearing up. Well, Pockets and Lizardo were off chasing down the guy with the big gun. I'd say Bruce would be trying to get people geared up to be moving the sound system to one of those more defensible buildings,
and I think
so that we can agree.
They would agree.
Yeah, we want to get somewhere where we can basically make a place for wounded and make a makeshift command center so that we can have a war room and figure out what's going on and have
they can relay that. It seems most people are being moved into the Exchequer.
Okay. Yeah. Then I would if they were taking long enough in that chase scene, I would have been making my way over there with the rest. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we'll assume you might need a little bit of time to patch everyone up. So
yeah,
well, just for narrative's sake, you're kind of getting everybody gathered, rounded up when they arrive.
Okay. Yeah.
And we'll go there together.
Yeah. Another day, because it's all about 9:30.
By the way, Bruce, Lizardo, he got again.
Yeah. Before we go, you might want to do a quick medicine check.
I just pull out my staple gun. Just good enough.
Yeah. They've turned me into a sieve.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to do that now or wait till you get to the other building.
I mean, it's just a medicine check either way, right? So, am I checking against your critical wound, Roman? I'm assuming.
Yeah, do the crit first.
So that's a 3 difficulty critical wound.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to double check one of my stats. Still a medicine check. Can still use the thing. 3 successes and 2 triumphs.
Whoa! Super healed.
Yeah.
He cures that indigestion you were also having.
So, Bruce is really in the zone right now. He has been curing so many people. I'm just in like
you're just in your doctor's hat, and to be honest,
I'm in battle medic mode right now.
Daily chore at this point.
Yeah.
My body's got so many like patched up wounds and scars and burns and stitches.
Oh, we have to take Robin with us. Can't leave him here.
That's right.
And Pasha. Who's taking Pasha? Get a wheelbarrow.
I mean, there's enough. There's enough. Yeah, there's wheelbarrows.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Something. Could you imagine if we forgot Pasha here?
and little Pasha.
Yeah, we gotta
Gotta
get
get-
Pasha. We gotta get little Pasha. We gotta get Robin.
Yeah, we're bringing the whole army.
Yeah.
I just have to make a roll for Robin real quick. So if you go into the lab where Robin was being kept, obviously the machinery that was monitoring him is off now. He seems to be alive, but he's definitely unconscious.
Oh, we need to get him back on life support. Stat.
Yeah, it wasn't so much life support as monitoring equipment.
I don't care. He needs it.
But he's not dying. He's not conscious. He's not stirring.
He's dying. I can tell.
My
My
boy.
Oh.
baby.
Look what they've done to my boy.
Sorry, I need to make one more roll here. Okay. You don't know, have no idea where Lil Pasha is.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Did we not put him in his crate before we left?
Even if you did, it's torn asunder at this point.
Oh no. Little Pasha.
Yeah.
No, Pasha.
Little
We'll
Pasha.
leave a trail of crumbs
Yeah.
behind us. Hopefully he'll follow.
No.
Sure, there's a trail of
There's
meat
probably
outside that you can find.
scratches on the walls and door. Like he may have had to rip through the door to get out of the room.
Oh, he must have been so scared.
It's probably, yeah, I could have been terrified.
I'm so sorry.
All right, toss Pasha in the wheelbarrow. Let's go.
All
We'll
right.
just stack the two next to each other on top of Pasha
Yeah.
and Robin.
Okay. Well, that's a good stopping point. I think too, because next time Pasha can wake up and help.
Yeah.
You mean I don't have to fight a giant monstrosity on my own?
Yeah, that would have been so handy if you weren't doing that by yourself.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right.
Well, thanks, Bryant. That was
Yeah,
fun.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for anybody out there who was watching. And actually, I don't know if there was because I forgot to post it on social media.
That's okay. They'll watch it in the future.
Well, that's okay. I'll post everything after once it's saved and I put the title page on. I'll do that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
do it.
all right.
All right.
See y'all later.